history, even though it could be fake.
My mom one day told me, "Oh my God, you put a picture on."
What happened? Because they knew it was game time. They both looked at. They say, "Yo, what's going on up there?" Like he got too comfortable, too quiet. So I just see both of them just slowly look up, and they like, "Yo, hold on, yeah, we official now."
It's game time, good.
Yeah.
It's game time. Oh damn, now it's gonna get.
Nah, it's awkward now, right? Like,
I don't know.
Lights and camera is on.
Lights and cameras on.
Yeah, view to the east, man. Now the views from the east is real now. What's going on, man?
We live and direct, baby.
All day.
All day.
How was y'all day?
Good. I can't complain. I know on my end at least, trade wise.
Mine was cool, man. Well, I had a lot of run around and do, you know what I'm saying? Family stuff. Shit like that.
Nothing exciting for me. I mean, I found out someone that I work with was exposed to COVID, so they've been banned from all.
You said banned. Motherfuckers been excommunicated.
Exiled at that point.
She like, oh, if I, I'll go get tested today because I'm tested positive for this shit. So he was like, I'll get a test and then I'll bring you the paperwork. I was like, nah, it's not that.
You text that to me.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't want you bringing me nothing.
Right? She was like, yeah, so I can bring it in, and I was like, look,
No.
Nah, she's not stressing. She got a whole another job. Like this is part time for her. So
Right.
But she had me crying. I was just like, nah, that's not gonna happen. What's gonna happen is, one, if you live with her, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay. To quarantine 14 days, or they can quarantine together. Whatever the case is, it don't matter. But she has somewhere else to go. But yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of my day. Ain't nothing going on. Everyone is like, do you think they're gonna shut everything down again? And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, who cares? Like, I said, at this point, like, I just feel like from the last time they did it, right, March, everything shut down, and they talking about like the numbers is back at back to where it was in March. So it's like,
I thought it was over.
They claimed higher. They claimed higher. But I mean, at the end of the day, all right, look, I'm not saying people are not getting COVID. This is dangerous and it's affecting people differently. That's what's making it like
right.
so such a big thing.
So this is what I'm about to do. Right, y'all about to get tight because one, first of all, pop. Right, that's all right. We can continue the conversation.
Yeah, but
not a spotlight's on.
Not a spotlight's on. Now you know it's live. All right.
We can see.
But
you know that this is in 4K and you can see your pores and all that.
He said pores.
Damn.
But
Should've wasn't pure.
I feel like it's like the flu, man. It's gonna kill some people. Some people gonna be able to survive the situation. Yeah. But it's gonna be something that the human body gonna have to get immune to, rather than them constantly making this a scare thing.
Yeah.
Because that's getting old. I feel like to me, not the danger, the scare. The scare for me is the problem. Like,
I think the fear is the actual control. To be frank,
of course.
I'm not saying it isn't real, clearly.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like it's much easier to make something seem much bigger on a spectrum to where if someone goes out, if someone is sitting, let's say, 4 feet apart versus 6 feet apart.
Right.
Yeah. If someone decides to have Thanksgiving, you know what I mean, like, and have their family over. Are you risking COVID? It makes everything that used to be normal not normal. We don't hold menus anymore, physically at all. Like I can.
But here's the question I have: How does this benefit them? Like I be trying to look at that
what is the fear?
more.
How does the fear of like?
Not the fear. In terms of just people going out to buy things. You know what I'm saying? Consumer based things happening. A lot of that is being chopped off. So what's their scheme here? Like, you know what I mean? Because we know this is for control.
Like some type of government control.
Yeah. We know they're trying to control it. What are they getting out of this though?
I mean, e-commerce businesses are thriving. Like anything online shopping right now, they're thriving, eating. Like whoever has a website and selling through that.
And a lot of people said prior to that everything they were going to try to make it online based anyway. So this is like the
Amazon, big giant.
You know what I mean? Like
hence Amazon
transition.
Went way up during the pandemic. What? Like everyone was.
I'm not saying everyone
right now. But it was everyone ordering water, toilet paper, literally every essential you were ordering.
Oh yeah, you know, Scott, Lysol, those companies they eat it right now.
They all the way up.
If they're not, all right, most of them are owned by Johnson & Johnson anyway, right?
So the beauty of Monopoly.
Right. Look, like that's what I'm saying. It's just like now you realize. Like that happened in a brick and mortar store, that's dead because now it's like, all right, when something like this happens, no one's coming outside, right? But everyone is still shopping. So I feel like, of course, that is one of the main reasons why but Amazon thrived during the pandemic, right? Like, bro, I was seeing an Amazon box. Even myself, like, I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying I don't order off Amazon. I clearly do, but like, it only and now they got Whole Foods on top of that.
Man, they buying everything, man.
They
straight up.
They dominate.
But this is a good transition into a topic.
What's going on?
All right, you know what I'm saying?
What
So,
we thinking?
the productivity in the pandemic.
This
the
is
Henny,
for all
baby.
Those, yo,
It's
I don't
the
never have
Henny.
time. Yo, I don't got time.
I don't have time, man. Like, you know, my sleeping time went up.
Yeah.
That's a fact though. Like
For a lot of people.
No, 100%. A lot
You know
of
what?
people can't do anything, and they're basically still stating.
That they don't have time.
No, people. Yeah, like a lot of people when they have dead end jobs. I don't have time because I have to go here to do check to check.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, boom, job is gone. That's not the situation right now. Let's say you're getting unemployment. A good portion were getting unemployment.
Right.
During that time, I couldn't tell you a person that certified for anything brand new. You realistically could have, because a lot of the stuff transitioned to online. Like, you don't have to wait to be able to physically walk in somewhere to take an exam.
Let's not forget the money these motherfuckers was making off of unemployment. Hey, listen, the numbers that I was hearing was 1,000 a week out this motherfucker, and that was a minimum. Everybody was talking.
You're getting over 1,000. Think about it. It was 600 on top
additional,
of
yes,
whatever I guess unemployment would be. So I think the cap was 405 for New York.
Yeah.
So 405 plus the 600, you're looking at 1,005, and I'm sure that some people exempt from federal and state. So at this moment, you're getting a whole.
Yeah.
I've seen people get Chanel slides, more clothes. In a pandemic, we can't go outside, people.
Yeah.
we
gonna stunt.
Right,
and they gotta rack up.
They gotta
rack up for the moment that motherfucker open up.
But you know what's crazy? Like when jobs open back up, they're like, "Yo, all right, we're open. Come back and get your job." You know, whatever. They're like, "Nah, we rather still on unemployment because technically speaking, they are making more on unemployment than they are." But I'm like, look, like when y'all do shit like that, don't think the company or whoever's in charge is not looking at that and is like, all right, if that's how you want to play it, cool. Now, when you trying to come back, right, if your hours is limited, don't complain because we done gave someone else the opportunity because technically you're on furlough, so they can let you go if they really want to. So it's like, I've even seen people like requesting raises and shit. I said, bro, we in a pandemic, businesses are losing money. The fact that they called you back for work. That's the blessing.
You should be appreciative of that.
Yeah, like it's crazy because even myself, I was home for like the only thing with me is they was still paying. They wasn't paying me my full time hours, but they started like dumbing it down to like 30 just to keep me afloat or whatever the case is. So I didn't get to receive the benefits of unemployment. But again, like what you were saying about like being productive, like just so many people have so many excuses like, yo, I don't have the time, which is true. Sometimes you don't have the time. You know, I can't get to. So you're home. You collected unemployment. Let's just round it up just to let's say if you wasn't even getting the extra 600, but still.
No, definitely
you were getting it. And if you didn't get it, there was back pay. My apologies.
Yeah,
I
there
forgot.
we go.
They did pay it to you. So some people was someone hit me and was like, yo, they just sent me like $6,000, yo, because of what they owe me.
$6,000, bro.
Because of what they owed them from the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, what you did with that? Like you said, Gucci this, Chanel that. Yo, I'm gonna take a trip. Yo, I'm gonna go do this, do that, and I'm just like,
no. I have a better. No, I know what they did with it. What is the liquor bottle that's blue and white that looks like
Got you.
Oh,
Azul
I forgot
that, right? Azul or something like that.
Okay.
Azul.
Let's be Azul.
Something in that
I've
sense.
never seen
let me
so much. At first, I was like, okay, somebody died. Then I realized, oh, they drinking out that shit. Okay.
Because it do look like the shit they put out there on the street.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, this is like the quote unquote rich bottle.
Yeah.
So y'all bought this every week? It's $200. So you telling me out of $1,005, if you exempted from federal and state, you took $200 out of that every time. So that's roughly a little bit shy of 20%, maybe 18% of that money, and did nothing with it.
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
curious. Just
so,
curious.
hey, but look, someone made a joke that a lot of people probably bought guns because a lot of the violence had started going up. They're like, yo. Like,
I mean, they were bored at home. There was not.
A little bit of a joke, but I mean, it was serious because a lot of. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
a lot of things that.
I'm saying like they said that as a joke.
Rest in peace to those who did get lost out there. A lot of shit's going on. But sticking with the productivity of during the pandemic, how did it affect everybody on their personal level? Ladies first.
Okay, well, I didn't really want to go first.
Damn. Let's start with you, brother.
Why you so with me for, bro? Alright, fine.
You're in the front seat, man.
Hot seat, nigga. Hot seat.
The hot seat.
Nah, I could have done a little bit more than what I have done.
It's a part of growth. You admitted your mistakes.
No, that's accountability.
No, that's real. I mean, I was saying certain things. I think I was actually adding too much to my plate, and but I'm trying to get everything so organized and all together because
I respect that.
I was doing the Amazon deliveries actually.
That wasn't safe at all. Cause I heard they just had everybody going out there while.
Well, the deliveries I was doing the where you deliver the food because that was the easiest one.
Okay.
And you just drop it in front of the person.
Oh, okay, then that's more.
That's not too bad.
That's easier. Cause I'm talking about like within like warehouse and like they were working.
But you have to go into the warehouse and get
to pick it up to do the pickup, and then you got to drop the truck back off. That's it.
No, that's where it's debatable then because I'm like it was so they worked them like dogs. Like they were. Well, I guess it was orders that were ridiculous. Like the capacity was different.
Yeah.
I mean, but they did hire like over 125,000 people.
Yeah,
in
but
the
the
pandemic.
whole community started ordering online. Like it was boroughs.
That's what I'm saying.
They had all. It was a lot of demand. The way it affected me, well, I mean, my productivity during it was a little bit. I would say more, not like outwards, but more inwards. Just mental space. Because dealing with all the pandemic shit, the way how it hit everybody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, I'm married, so I got a kid who, this is brand new, first kid, you know what I mean? Year and some shit going on 2 years, but it's like all of that, seeing all of this change within him, then us changing, that shit was crazy. So growing within just the house, within dealing with work a certain type of way where it's like, because during this pandemic I still had to work because, you know what I mean, I do pest control, so it's like that's something that didn't stop. So I'm like, yeah. I was a bit grateful because I didn't have to worry about the whole fact of money coming in. Yeah. I know I was good on that frontier, but this side of the house was, you know what I mean, it was terrible. It was like, you know what I'm saying, it was fucking hell fighting every other. But I grew a big understanding of a lot of things, and I mean, shit, the pod, we're here, so that's a part of productivity. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
And what else I could say? Musically, I would say I did a lot of research on a lot of different things, just how the industry is, where it looked like it's going, how a lot of artists was affected during this pandemic, and the adaptivity within the artists. It's like some gonna survive and some ain't, and some gonna come throughout this pandemic situation. So for me, it's like a lot of learning, I would say.
Yeah.
I guess for me, since it's clearly my turn, I would definitely say I utilized this time period. I would say that because first part, I guess in the pandemic, I had just came back from Puerto Rico. I celebrated my birthday. I didn't really take the pandemic as seriously, honestly, until I realized that we couldn't go nowhere. And at that point, I really had to, I guess, take a good look at myself and realize I was not using my time as effective as I would like to think.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it sounds good, and you might have a little of that, but it wasn't my full 100%, right? So after a while, looking at 4 walls, realizing that I'm in 1 bedroom in New York, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not enough for me.
That's true.
It just wasn't enough, and I was just like, all right, let me take a hard look at things I don't want to really look at. All right, boom, my credit. I have ignored my credit for years. Like, I acted like it didn't really exist, though I knew I was rejected for reasons. I was like, okay, let me do a credit check. Finally did a credit check. I was like, oh, this bad. Dangerous. I'm like, I didn't know it come in these numbers. My bad. But what I actually took a hard look. I looked at the fact of when you do credit repair, a lot of people just talk a bunch of verbiage that don't really make sense. And it just kind of drags on the process. You're more confused, so you don't really know what to do.
Right.
So I kind of decided to kind of be that person or create material where people could get that information faster. So I did a whole bunch of research, and I said the only way to prove it is I got to do it myself. Right. So I don't know what works unless I do it. Yeah. So I took my score during just quarantine, maybe the first 3 to 4 months tops, from 475 to 712 from just pure research. Then I decided to write a book on it But I said I refuse for the book to be a bunch of verbiage like I had to go through, and I'm get to the point. Because guess what? People with bad credit, guess what they don't want to do? Read.
Hold on, wait. Plug.
A whole bunch of extra stuff.
Hold on, plug that book. Where can they find that book?
Okay, so it's on Amazon. It's the 700 Club.
Cop that. Say it one more time.
The 700 Club.
One more time.
Done. I just said it.
Yo, it's gonna be a link for like, you know, at the end y'all gonna be able to get access to you know, a bunch of stuff that we're talking about for later on. But
sure.
Sorry to cut you off.
You can't get a car, you can't get a house without it.
You can, but you can buy a Honda for like 10 grand or down payment, and it's like 2009.
I bought my car, so.
Right.
But credit really matters, and I
no, most definitely.
And I think that's what taught me. So one day I decided to write a book. It took me like 11 hours. It wasn't that long. 21 pages. It don't take that long. And got it edited.
Nice.
I like how she just, you know,
just slid that in. It's not that long.
11
you know
days.
what I'm saying?
11 days.
Like shit.
11 hours.
Oh.
Hours. Yo, he look like he got shot. He said,
My apologies. 11 hours, everyone. 11 hours.
So aside from that, something that I've been dabbing in was, of course, trading. But I don't think I took it as serious as far as, okay, if everything really shuts down, right? Yeah. I have my own business, and if that's put at a standstill for whatever reason, my services are just not required this very second, what am I going to do?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. But I need to kind of figure out something that works. Trading is something that you just can't really control to the same. Like, currency has to move. Absolutely. Companies have to exist. Whether they have a storefront or not, they have to exist, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to take that a little bit more seriously. So I would say I invested in myself. I lost some money, of course, especially in the beginning. I call it tuition. To learn something, you have to pay for it.
There we go.
I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah,
you just invest in yourself.
Yeah, like you can invest in some Chanel slides, sis, but you still live in East New York. You didn't go that far. Just saying.
I mean,
and I'm not putting shade to East New York. I lived in East New York before. Thank God I moved.
We got love that.
Shout out to East New York, though. That's Brooklyn.
Yeah, what up?
It's
always love, right?
It's always love.
It's love. What up?
I can love it and want to move out it.
Yeah, of course.
No one to stay.
Hey, look, you ain't supposed to stay because you showing love. Hey, look, love, but I gotta leave.
I'm like, y'all gotta move and not live there forever. So I'm just
no one trying to live there forever. Fuck that.
Right.
But come on, brother.
Damn. I mean, what can I say? I think just to sort of piggyback on what you were saying is, it's we're similar in a lot of ways, right? Obviously, married, right? One child. I think one of the most important things for me was just time, right? Yeah. Just time to really sit home and be with them, interact with them. Because usually when I get home, it's my daughter's bedtime. So it's like just being there all day. You know, if I don't see Roblox again, that'll be great for me.
That's real.
Bro, that's just something like, and you know, just spending time with them, you know, it was just really a good thing because I'm like, I felt like I missed a lot. Like there'll be times I come home and all of a sudden like she can read an entire book on her own and things like that. Yeah, I was there for some of it, but again, I missed out on a lot of it. So being at work and stuff like that. So that was one of the good things. I started a company a while back. So what this allowed me to do was like really focus. And
hold on,
really
what's the name of the company? Plug that.
Oh, we're gonna plug that. It's called Mind Assist.
Mind Assist.
We gonna
say it again. No. That's the other way we do it.
But yeah, you got it. You got
it. Mind Assist.
There we go.
You know, so you know, just working on that reminder device, and now, I mean, I've been working on it, but now is really a time for me to really like sit with the programmers, sit with the engineers, and really because when you working and they working, I wasn't really following up as much as I could have. But then I don't like to micromanage. Like, you know, I'm a person of like your word. Your word is very important. You say you're gonna do something, I'm not gonna keep on, you know, hollering. And it's technology. When you're doing, it's not like I'm creating clothing or something.
Right.
Not to take away from people that do that, but it's like when you're bringing in new technology, there's a lot of shit that goes into that. So, you know, just really sitting down, being able to dissect that, sitting down with lawyers, I was able to get the logo, the name trademarked. I already have the patent set up already. So.
Lit.
So, you know, that's one of the things.
It's an official black business, baby.
No, of course.
All day.
And it's very important that, you know, especially for the black community, like, listen, like, we have to invest in ourselves. I feel like it's very important.
Number one.
There's no shortcuts, like, and we have to protect our shit. Like, how many times have we been in a situation where we've been robbed, right? Because
black men and black women gotta protect ourselves and protect each other.
You know what I'm saying? So when I say, they're like, oh, we could wait on the trademark, we could wait on the patent, but it's like, no, because a more powerful entity can see what you have, and then they'll just drop something. They have billions of dollars at their disposal.
Absolutely.
So at least if you have that in place, it's sort of like now they have to come to you.
Right.
In a sense, they'll probably buy you out with whatever, but that's
just
still
get free. They just walk into
exactly.
their lap and it's like, okay, well, I got it.
What else was going on? A lot of free time to focus on that, and of course, doing a podcast with you guys. I had a lot of time.
Views from the East, baby.
So views from the East. Definitely got to learn a lot about audio, visuals, equipment setup, and so just a lot of downtime to myself.
Y'all see the setup. shout out to the man.
And most importantly, man, I mean, most importantly was spending time with my daughter and my wife, but really it was getting sleep. Like I would spend, of course we up at like 2, 3 in the morning, right? Me and the parent.
Right.
Not you. I know you got work, and I don't know what your situation was like, but I was up to like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I'd wake up at 4 in the afternoon, like my daughter, forget about it. She's up 1, 2 in the morning with me. She's like, but you guys are up, and I'm like, damn, you don't got school tomorrow. Like, what am I really forcing you to go to bed for? Oh man, so it was really crazy.
Yo, your
you can't tell them, nah.
Yo, they would
it's easy to say when you ain't got one. When you got one, it's hard, man. It's hard.
It's easy to say it until you got one. It's like you can't just say practice. Listen, cause they gonna start telling you the shit that you need to practice, and you gonna feel funny.
I was like, listen, look, as long as you in your bedroom by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
On the bed or no? Just in the room?
No, on the bed. Like, she could be on the bed, whatever she's doing, playing with her toys, whatever the case is. Like,
that's fine.
She's like, oh, can I watch a show? Kids will negotiate the shit.
Oh, they're great at negotiating.
They will find a way.
Right. But you know what it is, though? We sort of create that environment because, right, if you're a parent, you know what time it is, right? You gotta have your relationship side of your thing, right? The kids. So I'm like, she's like, oh, can I watch a show? I'm like, Dad, she watched the show. She's distracted. If she's distracted, all right, 30 minutes. I mean, I could, you know what I'm saying? So this is in my head. So right? So I'm like, damn, like I know I'm a bad father if I allow this.
Yeah, he said,
right? Because that's in my head. Nah, and I'm like, that because at a point she was used to being up to like 1. So I'm like, yo. I can't be so caught up in what I'm doing and allow her to do sort of what she wants. So I'm like, so I was trying to disguise it as, there's no school tomorrow, but it really was I wanted to do what I wanted to do at that time. So, but I mean, that was pretty much it, man. I mean, just trying to be productive. Again, was excited when my job called me back. I was fortunate. I'm happy to go back. I received a promotion, which is unheard of.
Congrats.
Appreciate that. So,
straight out the pen.
I just look at everything and I'm just, appreciative and, and it is what it is. So that's sort of what my pandemic looked like in a sense.
Okay.
I will co-sign the arguing. Let me not listen. I love my wife and everything. And listen, but when you in the house for that long, it's like I need shit to do. I'm like, nah. I said I gotta go. There's no job to go to. I'm like, I'm about to go do lift again. I'm about
to go outside and run around the block.
So a few things that I feel like I've seen change within the pandemic is. The first thing that I've seen change is restaurants. That whole thing changed up in terms of delivery, in terms of the seating outside because the weather got nice. What you guys think about that, man?
It's cold.
Yo, the way the restaurants set up in Brooklyn, it was funny because it reminded me like being back in St. Lucia. Back home. The bars, everything's outside, so I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny to see that. But the other drawback that I saw from it is like it's taking up parking space, bro. Like,
and that's why I bought it, my man. Whoa, so many people complaining, and then the fact that they don't take it down. That shit is up there for.
You can't even losing part, but
like Shay brought up a good point.
Like
about the fact, they didn't even have. But Shay brought up a good point. The fact that it's getting cold. What you guys think? What's gonna happen?
With COVID, with restaurants and shit?
Yeah.
Well, no, restaurants, aren't they gonna limit like the capacity to like 50%?
Inside is gonna be limited to I think about 50%. And then outside, I think some people are trying to still make it a thing, but have like some type of heating system.
Of course.
I'm not gonna hold you. Let's be clear. I'm not eating in cold. I don't care. I just have no interest.
It's never that deep.
I don't think anybody gonna want to do it. But
I mean, unless it gets super windy and like
It's New York.
No, I know it's New York. No, but
It's
those
super
heating
windy till
systems,
March.
if they buy the proper one, those things actually.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been a few places where the heat system was booming to the point that I'm like, am I inside? But it's
But
not.
then I
Really,
feel like it's either extremely hot because it's so close, or it's gonna be just extremely cold because it's just not
You're
enough.
just trying to keep your food warm, boy.
I just think it's best that
Refill?
no.
Yes, please.
but
Oh man.
so I would say that I think that they're gonna like lean more into the whole delivery situation. Delivery was booming like a motherfucker since
That's a
the
fact.
pandemic hit.
Yo.
And I think it's gonna get to a point that it like delivery may become such a demand that it's not like a secondary. It's gonna become more like restaurants
Regular.
are gonna open and they're gonna be delivery based.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, bro. I was doing Uber Eats, and then I don't know what the hell happened to my account, but it was on pause. But the people that was doing Uber Eats, like the delivery for them, they was like, "Yo, I'm making like over $1,000 a week and whatnot." I actually know like certain people that made over $1,000. They showed me on their phone, like, "Yeah, you look at this and X, Y, Z." So
How many deliveries on $1,000? Like how many?
But
I don't know.
it's a week. It's hard to chart that because they might do 15 a day. You know what I mean? If it's 5 days, it might balance out, or 20 or extra.
But you also
5.
probably getting paid a little more because the whole
There's certain times. It's a
Yeah,
certain time
certain
because I used to do the same thing. I did Postmates. I did. I didn't do Uber Eats. I did. What's the name of the other
I think
goddamn
Uber Eats is
thing?
simple.
Man? I forgot the
DoorDash?
other. Yeah, I think I did DoorDash for a little
DoorDash,
bit.
caviar.
I did caviar
I
slightly
never
too.
did
So,
any of that. I don't know.
bro, I ain't gonna front. I was on my hustle
was on
shit
my
because I
lift
was like, look, this is why we here. I don't want to work for nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, look, fans. If if y'all tune in, y'all continue to support us. We be at a point where we don't have to work for nobody else, and this could be something that we do. But this is a goal for all of us, and that is the reason why I had so many jobs. It's like, yo, dude, I gotta figure this out. Something gotta be.
Look, if you're
way
not
out of
accustomed
this
to
shit.
working 2-3 jobs at a time, you're not hustling. You're not trying to accomplish your goals because we all know that one job is barely supporting living expenses, right? I talk about New
Pretty
York.
much.
That's true. Yep.
Agreed.
Think about it. One job, like let's be real, right? So I feel like you need to be, and plus if you someone like me, I get bored. I used to get bored, and I think that's why I started doing Lyft because I was like, yo, I'm in the house. Not that I don't like being around everybody, but I was just like,
Yeah,
yo,
same thing.
I'm on the game 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. I'm like, yo, I could actually be making some bread, like. And I went out and did Lyft and did like $100 in like 3 hours. I said, hold on. So I do the math. I said, hold on. And I got hooked on that shit. You know, when you first start doing something, you in love with the shit. Like, I mean, it did get to a point where I was
that adds
like,
up
all right.
though.
Yeah,
Because if you busting that, you know what I mean? If you go, hey, let me stretch this to 6 hours. Then let me do this 5 days. Like, you know what? No more work. I work for myself.
Exactly.
This is what I do.
No, and shout out to Lyft, Uber, because I think it does give the opportunity to people that, especially when they're in a fucked up position at work where their work is stressful and shit like that, this gives them an opportunity. Like, when I was in my car, I was like, yo, I don't gotta deal with nobody talking to me. Like, I'm in my car, I'm listening to my music.
Right.
I'm doing what I gotta do. Like,
Drop off in and out.
I want to take a 3-hour break. There's no one to talk to about that. Like, you just go home, go to sleep, come back. I would stop at random places, eat. Like,
Yeah,
the only
I
thing is
used to
when
do
you go
that
to
a
the
lot
bathroom.
too. I used to take like a good 3-hour nap and then just get back up and just hit.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? I fell asleep at Newark Airport, waiting for a ride. I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm like, where am I in line? 93.
Oh, man.
I'm going to sleep.
Go to sleep. You get to watch your shows on your
Yeah,
phone.
the iPad, everything was.
You run out of options, basically.
Yeah,
You get to a point where it's like, damn.
No, but after a while, like, now it's more or less a like, yo, I need like an extra 200-300, and I need to get it fast. So like, that's what I would resort to. But if it's not for that, now I'm over it. I think there was like a hypeness about it, of seeing that money coming really quick, and then you get it to your account in minutes. Like,
that's true.
yo, like if she'll go, yo, I need $100. I'm like, all right, give me like 2 hours, and I'll just be out and about, like literally, just doing that. So
last but not least on this particular topic, we don't want to like stay gun and hold on it. Another thing that I feel like I've seen, I'm quite sure we all can quite agree, is that the pandemic hit the entertainment industry really hard. And the whole thing changing up with artists, the way that they make money in terms of going to perform, the way people make money, actors with dropping movies on certain dates, and people going to the movie
I was waiting
theaters.
for certain shows to drop.
All of this production, videos, however you want to go about this, anything that had to do with face to face of being around each other started getting hit. And how do you think this is gonna, like, I don't know, how do you think these people are surviving? For those who are, there's a couple who are they've been long time doing this. But for those who just started or inspiring to come up in something because some were productive during the pandemic. What you guys think about, like, you know what I mean? How does
I think like if you're talking about people who just getting on the wave of their acting career or any entertainment career and they have to put that hold, they just have to be on the grind like everybody else and hold off until everything gets better or open back up. Like, you know, see certain shows being released now.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, I think it's had I'd say it's a positive, but I want to focus more on the negative effect. Like, obviously, this is more personal.
Right.
Like, I got to wait a little longer on my shows. I got to wait a little longer on my movies that I was, shout out to the Batman.
Right.
That shit was pushed all the way back to 2021, so I'm a little annoyed.
Damn, my nigga.
Yo, bro, I was watching this show called Snowfall. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. That's
I gotta catch. I'm watching this just too much, bro. Like, I'm involved with Hulu now, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Like, it's just so many options. I'm just like, I just need to binge watch one thing at a time, and I'll get there.
Because we got time.
Yeah, no, we have time. I mean, the pandemic. Oh, let's not talk about the binge watching. Yeah, Netflix. A lot of things got watched. Hulu. A lot of things got dominated.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think for all these people, like, there's OnlyFans now, where like they're finding unique ways to reach out to the fans and things like that.
Okay, let's.
Sorry,
I wanted to speak on that. I feel like I've heard a lot of different. Okay, yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
I heard
the woman is speaking.
Because this is why we were reacting like that, because you was quiet for a hot minute. It slid around, and then OnlyFans. She said, "I got something to say about that one." Yeah. Go ahead, though.
No, I feel like the topic of OnlyFans has been definitely keyed. I would say in social media, as far as even the jokes, like, oh, but ask her how much, she said she's, high in worth, but ask her how much her OnlyFans price is.
Right,
yeah.
But whatever. But my thing to that is, I'm not against it at all. I feel like it's a way to capitalize. So as far as you mentioning the fact of artists, I feel like an artist or an entrepreneur in any form of fashion, you need to capitalize in whatever market you're in. It's not about, I know this market and that's what I'm good at. That's great. But it's transitioning. Like, you're great if you can transition, not if you're great in one structure,
area.
like that one area, exactly.
Flexibility.
Yeah, you have to be flexible. So I've seen people have an OnlyFans, and I swear sister just electric slided. She ain't doing much. She might be taking care of the kids. I don't, like, it's like, I've seen different situations, and I feel like people shun it because they automatically have a projection of what they assume it is that you're doing on it. When in reality, like, you can do it's just a camera. Whatever morale you have behind or in front of it doesn't change.
I guess like a lot of people saw OnlyFans as like, girls getting.
Oh no, it's like Pornhub 101. It's like, did you just?
That's what I thought it was.
You live webcam? Okay, heard you.
Nah, it's actually. I mean,
we also have to understand the way that the world works. It works in a way where it's like a bunch of people. OnlyFans could have been popping on many different levels, but once the porno stars or once the people who were selling something it shot up to a point that it caught the attention of the masses, and there we go with the information.
I'm telling you, people are making money off of foot. Like, you know how much money
I heard about that.
You make off of just someone watching.
Don't get it twisted. I like some pretty feet.
No,
I ain't finna pay monthly.
No.
Watching.
No, let me. Okay, I can really speak on that one.
I have a joke about that. For
anyone want to plug in their OnlyFans right now? Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I done thought about it. I'm like, I'm looking at my wife like, you trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? We might have to switch up costumes, because if they see the same people, they gonna be like, I ain't finna keep paying for this every month.
Let me be clear with you. I'm definitely a person that's an entrepreneur, and I'm gonna get a high. But if you're gonna buy my photos of my feet, you sure as hell can buy them shits. It's my toes. I'm sure I got accidental foot photos in my Facebook because I was at the beach and you saw my toes. Now, I feel like we should.
$10,000 a month every.
It's an income.
Yeah,
it's like if I'm married to someone. Granted, I'm maybe not the perfect person to ask because I'm divorced. But if I'm married to someone and he says that I can't, like, he actually forbids me to sell my feet photos. Jesus gave me these feet, and I can do what I want with them.
See, if it was something else, then I.
No. Like, I understand cootie cat. I understand personal. It's like.
She said, I understand cootie cat.
No, I understand. Like, there's certain things where at that point it's crossing a line. It's disrespecting home, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But my feet, sir, Everybody at the beach saw it. Why can't I pay my car off real fast?
Right.
Why can't I get the house? I said, you know, you're not gonna think about that dude seeing my toes being painted.
Taking the pictures
when we in our new house.
For the feet.
But check this out. I wanna hold the OnlyFans because I got something to say about it. But I wanna hold it off a little bit because I feel like it's a good transition to the next thing. But I want you to continue on what you were saying about the pandemic in terms of how it's affecting.
With the OnlyFans, I mean, like I said, I think artists are being creative in terms of like I think a lot of artists are being smart because it's like who I can think about right now, like let's say like Drake for example, like he's releasing a project the beginning of next year, right? Because that's someone he knows when he goes on tour. That's money. Like that's a different kind of money. That's not like regular bread.
Different.
So it's different. He's probably getting paid.
Different.
Who knows? Minimum $1 million a show. Whatever the case is. You already know. Like that's a different type of thing. So it's like he's probably, and I don't know. I think that group, the group behind him, they strategically think about everything, right? So I think it's more or less about like, yo, let's wait for this pandemic thing to clear out. I won't be surprised if he pushes it back even further now because obviously everything is like really shutting back down. But I think artists need to find a way to be like, for example, what was that video with DJ Khaled and right? I'm thinking Drake is gonna be performing in this video, but it's fucking Justin Bieber. That shit like threw me off, and I'm like, because they don't want to be near each other, I guess, because of pandemic reason. But they still were able to like fucking pull it off and do it in a way that was
actually
like
set it up
creative.
that way. It was a setup. Like, it was like it's kind of like a completely different idea of a video, but playing into the idea of the pandemic.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Very strategic.
I think it just forces people to be creative. It takes you out of your comfort zone. One thing I didn't like, which I was confused about, because I don't know if you know, but Chris Brown supposedly has an OnlyFans now. So
I heard $20.
Yeah, so it's $20, right? It's a dub.
That's so cheap.
Right? But everyone was saying, you know, because he fell. I'm like, that's Chris Brown. Like, you really think Chris Brown really fell off and that's why he's doing OnlyFans? Like, let's be realistic.
Yeah,
the man is too talented to, he could spit, he could sing, he could dance. Like, that's...
Let's be clear. This man owns his masters. Let's not talk about money when it comes to the OnlyFans. He's doing this for entertainment. This is just something he's probably bored, like everyone else. Like she said, it don't gotta always be about money.
Yeah.
People just want to.
He just got a fix.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's his fix.
That's the fix.
He's like, yo, I'm used to being on tour right now. I'm used to performing.
See, there we go.
Let me do something.
So is it okay? Let's be clear. Is it the attention, or being that you perform, you get this, you know, enduring, or do you miss just being in front of people? Like, there's two different things. Some people miss attention, and some people, I feel like they just need to be in front of, like, they just need to be the center.
Yeah, they need to do their thing.
But see
I mean,
the thing is,
you can't speak for everybody.
No, I can't speak for anyone. I'm asking a question.
That ties in with each other, but I see why, in a sense, why you see it, why you place it as a separation. But I do believe some people don't see the distinctive difference between the two.
I feel the intent is not the same. Like, I feel like though it's the same thing happening, how you feel about it or how you're receiving the information isn't the same. Being the center of something,
I agree.
I feel like you don't care if it's good or bad. It's just like you need to be in front. Like, just, you know, show me. Like, versus a person that honestly just craves the art of just
he's an entertainer, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when people, and I hate that shit about people, right? They're like, oh, he's falling off, and that's why he's doing that. And I'm just like, yo, like, no, he's adapting. If he has to go fucking cyber, he will host cyber shows for the rest of, if that's what he has to do. That's fucking Chris Brown. And here's the thing, like, and he gave it, and key thing, we said it's $20, right? You said that's cheap. Like, he could.
No, I think that's what's getting the recognition for. I think because it's so cheap and we know him so well.
That's what I'm saying.
We're like, $20, Chris. You're not even the $40 that they keep complaining about. We don't want. So
you don't think people pay $100 a month to watch Chris Brown? Let's be realistic. $200. If you don't think so,
unemployment check.
That's why it's not. I feel like it's not about the money.
I feel like he's doing a service. Like, yo, just for $20 a month, you have
access. Maybe he wants to entertain his fans also. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's to keep his fans engaged. Okay. Like, it's just you know, that's just.
No, I think honestly that's a great way to look at it. I feel like when I just saw it, I saw it on Facebook, I believe, and when I saw it, I was just like, well, damn, that's cheap. And that's all.
It's a steal.
I don't even think I thought about it. It was like, damn, that's like like. You can't get enough for $20. So in my head, I'm just like, damn.
You thought about like, hey, if I actually thought about this wouldn't be that bad.
like if I were to add someone, yeah, like I'm
Wouldn't
not
be that bad, yeah.
I wouldn't pay for nobody's $20 a month. Maybe Michelle Obama if I could learn to like something. But other than that, I wouldn't. I personally, it's a little different for me. Like I will pick based upon certain things for me to want to subscribe to somebody.
What you want to learn from them?
And if I'm gonna learn from them, or honestly, learning in comedy tends to like it'd be worth it to me because I feel like laughing really brings out like a different level of comfort. But usually, like I have to learn something for me to like actually be willing to pay for it.
But I'm not gonna lie, I am enjoying, right? I feel like the pandemic, you being home, I think it's caused people to be creative, right? Like, let's look at the versus battles, right?
Yes.
I think that's like a huge thing. I mean, because when it brings, here's the thing, don't get me wrong, with all the new artists that's out there, I'm not saying all of them are, I'm just gonna be quite honest, trash. That's just my thing. If I hear music, it's just trash. But like, I missed the 90s, early 2000s, so it's like when you watch these versus battles and they grab someone classic and
yo, that Jill Scott and Erykah Badu shit, homie. I was like,
Classic.
It put you
that
in.
Was just...
Sorry, this is for the 80s babies. I'm sorry. Let me. This is for the 70s.
Yo,
the 80s.
listen, bro. I rap, but dude, I love R&B to a whole and soul. You know what I mean? Neo soul, whatever you wanna.
Anything R&B.
It's
Let's
just, get it, dude. It puts you in a whole different
element.
Man, listen. My spirit be needing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even me. My spirit be asking for that shit, like for real, man.
Nah, R&B is where I got it too. Look,
yo, man, I be
you listen
bumping.
to is R&B. I said, my nigga, you have no idea.
It's a different energy, though.
But the Monica and Brainy shit was fire.
Okay, it was fire.
No, to me it was. The reason why is because it's the music.
Wait.
But nah, I want to hear what she got to say about this. Word up. What's up? She drunk it like, here's the tea. Hold up. You see the eye contact. I got you.
Okay.
It ain't tea, people. It's not tea.
And I'm a female. I grew up, and I mean, back in the days with DVD, like, okay, that might be a little shameful. But I definitely have Brandy's DVD, like every music video she ever had stuff.
Got you.
But I feel like it could have been way more than it was. I feel like Brandy showed showmanship, and I feel like that's ideal. You know, like whether or not it's real beef like rap or something like that,
right.
It still shows showmanship. When you come out to perform, whether or not we favor each other, don't act like this is a funeral and you feel reserved for the rest of the day.
Right.
It doesn't fit. It just doesn't. She was. Do you know what I mean? Like on the verses, she was. Monica acted like she slept with her baby father last week. Like, she would not offer an ounce of comfort in that situation.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Brandy literally sang her songs like she was trying to make it work. Like,
right.
That's weird. Yeah. And it showed to people that don't know neither one of y'all in real life. I should know your dislike is that deep.
Yeah, my man Gucci, man. Let's right.
I was about to say perfect transition.
My man Gucci, man, didn't feel that way. My man said,
yo, hold up. Wait. We gonna talk about that.
Hold on. All right.
Okay, to some degree.
That was crazy.
Okay.
Wait, who wanna go first, bro?
All right.
This is spicy.
Hold on. Before we even engage in that, who's Team Gucci? I just want to know that. Just put the hands up now. Right? It's either you gonna ride or you not.
I still need time to process that. Cause
I'm gonna keep it. I don't really have no one side because my guys on the truth is. Let me get you. Hold up.
I got you. What's up?
What?
I never really listened to none of their music like that. I'm not a big fan of none of their music like that. Hold up. Wait. No. Give me a second. Hold up.
Let him finish.
Wait. There is the few of Jeezy shit. You feel me? That I like, that I know of.
Okay.
And there's very few of Gucci, man.
I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for me, I was already going in bias. Like, alright, my man Jeezy smoking this shit. You know what I'm saying? But also, Jeezy's worldwide. Yeah. Not saying Gucci Man isn't now, but he was not at a certain point. He was that underground nigga who was killing shit in the street. So, I mean, I wouldn't really know because I wasn't tuned into the South like that. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying. I kind of was somewhat lyrical miracle That's the music I was listening to. If
Right,
it didn't fit that forte, then I was like,
give us your take of the whole thing. Fuck it.
all right. So I personally feel that like my man Gucci Man came in there disrespect first.
Yo,
that was the first like.
What, bro?
Now
I'm gonna let you talk.
the reason why is the first 5, bro. First 5, maybe more, because I didn't tune in completely because I was like,
there's definitely more.
my man was wilding. My man was wilding. Yo, the whole joint. Damn near halfway through, if not the whole thing. Hold up, wait, son. He was.
This is his take.
Hold on, I got this.
Right.
He was going in, bro. I'm like the disrespect. I was cringing. And nigga, I don't know nothing about their beef like that. I only know little increments about what the public, what the masses know. So, nigga, I'm sitting there like I would punch this nigga in his mouth so fucking bad. Yo, bro, I'm throwing I would throw the mic at this nigga if I could, bro.
Word.
Hey, yo, check this out, bartender, come give me a drink. I would set something up in some type of fashion and manner to hit this nigga, find a way closer to him. Something. That's how I felt if I was Jeezy.
Yeah.
But I felt like Jeezy held it down in a certain sense, like in terms of like maturity. That nigga held it. That he went straight to certain songs. He spoke about. He didn't really address so much the like antagonizing that Gucci Man was. This nigga was antagonizing shit out of him the whole fucking time. Right?
I guess I go last.
Alright, check this out now. I know everybody want to go, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Alright, so what I'm saying is this.
Nah, talk your shit.
I'm not trying to take you off.
No, but see the thing is, y'all might know more than me, so I don't want to take. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm gonna give y'all the floor for that. But I'm gonna just pay more attention to the side that like I feel like, in terms of what I learned in the pandemic, tying everything all together, in terms of like my maturity and what I seen throughout that whole situation, because their beef was so huge that it caught everybody in the world's attention. I don't really think people understand that. It was basically towards the level of like Biggie and Tupac. Like their beef was that real to the point it could have ended. It could have been deeper. If I'm not mistaken, because
I guess
that's what I'm saying. It was that bad. So if they're the Biggie and Tupac of the South, for them to even be in the same building at all, period, to even be doing the verses for hip hop, that is some
with lack of security. You don't see nothing really. They're comfortable in they. I mean, we don't know what's going on in the back.
We don't know what's going on in the back, but just from as a fan of hip hop, I was like, I have never seen no shit like this before in my life. And we all wished for this to have happened for the Biggie and Tupac, but. When this nigga Gucci Man played that song The Truth, that shit was crazy. I heard people talk about it, but when I heard this song, I was like, God damn, yo, I never heard. I think he might have one of the most disrespectful diss tracks. Like people talk about 50 and like Ice Cube and a couple. That nigga and like Tupac, but that nigga diss track is different, bro. Anyways. I feel like
just up front.
He OD.
Straight in your face.
But Gucci played. I believe they both played So Icy After. But what I would say
is their song together.
That's I know. But Gucci, not Gucci. Jeezy played it. So for me, that showed maturity. Like I see what you did there, but I'm gonna show you what I'm here for. I want to show that I want to unite the situation. So I'm gonna take it back to the beginning. What we should have been doing in front of these cameras, in front of all these people. What we should have took it to. Let's do that. Let me end that off that way. And I feel like that shit was again a complete fucking game changer. Absolutely. That changes the streets. That changes all these young rappers, ATL, however the South that follow up behind them and may have been like, you know what, I'm not fucking with my foe because they wouldn't fuck with each other. Now they like, you know what? If they looked at that, you know what? Let me change my mind frame on the situation. Yeah. And the last thing I'm gonna say is what Gucci Man said at the end showed that he also recognized that Jeezy was the bigger man. When he said, "I appreciate you extending the olive branch." That see, again, some people might not understand what that means, but that shit is deep. Like you know what I mean? Like without him having to even say anything, that goes deeper than anything that he could have said to follow up. But that shit was crazy. But I'm gonna let y'all finish. Yeah, it's just crazy.
You might as well take the floor.
I'm holding it down. now. I'm holding it in now,
Right,
man.
like, you're like bottling it up. At that point, it's like, yo,
cork,
he just opens it.
No.
Yeah, the cork, I corked it, man. I hold it in.
No.
You
You gotta let it go. I'm saying, wait. You cut me off. No. Shay was patient.
Yeah.
So that means she got enough juice. She like, you know what? I got this right where I want it.
No. I was trying to piggyback off of what you said. I wasn't trying to cut.
No. I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you.
Alright, fine.
Wrap it out.
Fine.
Wait, hold on. He got this. Wait. He got this. Go.
He got this.
Yo, but oh my god.
Yeah, bro, I'll be back.
Bro.
The passion.
Going to the office.
The passion. Gotta take a leak.
You, bro.
Yo, oh my god. That beginning, like Gucci just came out he just came out swinging with the words vocally. He came out swinging vocally. Like I was like, yo, like, is there gonna be a versus battle? I saw someone made a joke too. It's like, yo, I think it's a two-part that they're talking about. It's like, yo, like they got so scared that they was gonna hide behind their phone.
Yo,
because they thought like, yo,
guns was gonna come out.
Yo, bro, oh my god.
No, they like it's. I think it's different just because they really would do it.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That's it.
But like,
and everybody knows it.
So, and like you were saying, like Jeezy was just playing like this is not what he was here for. You know, he said he tried to say at the beginning, and you know he's saying that throughout time, like, yo, like people's watching us, and like a lot of people have beef with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched Jeezy Breakfast in the Club interview.
The Breakfast Club.
We can share
he said Breakfast in the Club.
Right,
wait, hold on. Nah. Because I mean, yo, they somewhat the reason why we here. This nigga said Breakfast in the Club. You gotta back that up, nigga. Breakfast Club, not Breakfast in the Club. The Henny got this nigga on tilt right now, son. That nigga said Breakfast in the Club.
It's not. No, bro, please, no. I'm just.
I gotta get him for that. I had to get him for that.
No, you can get me for that. I'll take that out. It's just that I'm in the moment. I'm just in the moment.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yo, be quiet.
Nah, he in the office, man. Chill out in the office. Yo, don't pay him sticking to my head, bro.
No, but you know, I was watching that interview too, also, and it's like, you know, he was pretty much trying to be. He was just trying to show restraint and be respectful and to show that he's wanted to be a bigger person. Right. And Gucci was just like a guy with an AK-47 or whatever, a grenade launcher. Like, he was just hounding him. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, when he said certain, like, we talking about his mans and all that, and talking about that recently, I was like, oh my god.
How actually did he bring water?
Oh, you want the Henny?
Yo,
I'm just preparing.
Yo, listen.
You had to see my face.
Yo,
like,
the Henny got everybody smacked right now. Yo, you can see it. Everybody
everybody's not smacked.
I was trying to figure out why you went so far for something that's down there.
Nah, but
I was thinking about, you know,
I know,
in advance.
Thank you.
All right,
sir.
So
you looking empty. You
fill me up, cuz.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, now, but getting back to it. So it's like,
hold on. Only on Views from the East, baby. Niggas pulling on the kill. Yeah, sir.
Continue, brother.
We got class up here.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
I feel like in a way Gucci, like, I don't know. I can't say what Gucci was thinking or whatever, but it looks like he was testing him in a way, like, you know, when you try to call the truth and someone doesn't believe it. Like, that's another way I'm trying to look at it too, bro. That's another way I'm trying to look at it. Bro.
I'm trying, but if what his laugh not helping.
Nah, but I get what you're saying. That's a fact.
That's another way that I started to look at it too. Yeah. The way how, like, Jeezy was just being like, all right, cool, like, you saying all this or whatever before, and as he was saying on the interview, the Breakfast Club interview.
What he said?
Breakfast in the Club.
Bro, we never gonna let you live that down.
I don't care, bro. But you know, he was basically trying to, you know, show a peace between them, because there's a lot of, he felt like they're responsible for a lot of you know, activity that have been going on, like shootouts and stuff.
And shit,
Like they're probably not personal, but they was like an indirect type of person, and also like they you know, they mess with people's careers, like not being able to
work together,
coexist, like you mentioned.
Because they affiliate with each other. If you're affiliated with Jeezy, you can't work with Gucci Mane. If you're affiliated with Gucci Mane, you can't work with Jeezy. Gotcha.
Right,
That's
right.
what you're saying.
So, and you know, Jeezy just pretty much, you know, he held it down. Like he held it down. I was thinking about all the things that he was mentioning too. Like he's like, yo, you from the streets and you allow Gucci Mane to say X, Y, and Z, but to him it's like it wasn't about that. You know, he already heard all the diss tracks. He already lived through it. I feel like he just had so much like sorrow and just like really cared about what's going on. He's like, you know what, I'm just going, you know, just to be a bigger man for the people, for the world, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
That, you know, he's just gonna hold it back and he's just gonna call it truce. And the fact that Gucci Mane, you know, extended the olive branch, like. Like, yo, that's some real deep. Like you said, that's some real deep.
Yeah, because Jeezy's the one that lost somebody in that situation. So it's like,
yo, every time y'all talk about that, I'm thinking about the verse that Gucci Mane said. I'm not gonna front.
What's the verse?
When he talked about like he sent I don't think it was the verse, but
he said you're gonna bury something about dig him up from the grave and take him to the club or something like that.
So I think he said something.
I think he said something about rolling like a blunt.
Yeah, exactly. You rolling like a blunt,
like,
and then he's like, and you send your man after me, and you don't even take care of his kid that he's like bodies or something.
I cannot wait to elaborate on this part.
Hold on. Yo. All right, no, go.
That's it.
All right.
Like I said, we should.
They want to know. I don't even know. I want to know.
Yo, all right, so
Shay in the
I'll be honest
building.
with you. Like, there's 2 layers for this for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say I have the feeling based upon one, just hearing the verses and not fully, I guess, gauging some of the material as where their beef stemmed from.
Right.
Then Breakfast Club, as far as hearing Jeezy articulate how he felt about how that went,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I would say in the beginning when I just heard it straight out, one, they took way too long to get on stage. Let's be clear. Like, I was at home, but like we got shit to do. Like you're taking a bit long to go on stage.
I see a lot of comments.
It's like
about
1
that.
million views. Like, when do you plan to come? 3 million? Like, but my thing was at first I was like, damn, Gucci being real disrespectful, and I mean I'm like. He really don't like him. Yeah. But then after a certain point, I realized, I guess I more so researched like kind of where it stemmed from, as far as sending somebody after you or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Let's sidestep being a rapper. Let's sidestep just, you're a human.
Yeah.
Right? You got family.
Yeah.
You got other people outside of a job, career, whatever it is, that you live for. I really had to sit there, and I have kids, and I had to sit there and think, if someone sent somebody to kill me, and I accidentally kill his friend, how am I feel?
I mean, it was an accident.
Oh, well, no, okay, it's a nicer way to look at it.
I got you.
Just saying an accident because I had to. Whatever the situation, right? Articulate it however you want to. I'm not in trouble for it. I just did it. But my situation, my feeling on that is, you can't expect that person. Granted, he has grown. Let's be clear. Gucci has literally went to court, the same person, all knowing he's getting convicted, and they ask him if he's guilty. His quote is, "Bitch, I might be." You can't then ask that man to go to a beef and be the kindest person in it.
Yo, wait, I was expecting to be kind, but I wasn't expecting that.
If you tried to kill me, I don't care if I
came out different. Because when he came out of jail, he's like, he was like a different. So far that people was like, oh, this is Gucci.
No, let's be fair. Even if I got saved, and the person that beat my ass show up, Jesus told me to whoop his ass, and if not, I'll repent. Like, it's just, that's where I'm at with that. Like, you can't necessarily, for something that, like, you'll remember if someone attempted to harm your life. That takes it away. Whether or not you try to end your own, them trying to harm you can set a tone for you no matter what. So no matter how much he changed, no matter how much he's on drugs, no matter how much he's in a different place, sometimes getting triggered back to the previous place isn't that hard.
No, I completely understand.
You know what I mean? So I gave him all of that. When he said rolling like a blunt, I was like, I guess he's still mad. Got you.
Yes, he's still bad. What? Oh man.
But no. But to top that, when I finally heard Jeezy speak on the topic, I respected Jeezy as a man.
Okay.
And that's the difference. I understood Gucci as a human. As a person, you're gonna feel a way. Yeah. It's something that affected you, traumatized you, whatever it was, right? Because we're not in that space with him.
Right.
I respected Jeezy for knowing he was wrong and took accountability for whatever he chose to take accountability for in that situation, and extended the olive branch, knowing at some point somebody has to extend it. Yeah. And usually it's not the person that almost died behind it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Let's be clear. So I'm gonna applaud him for what he did, but I'm also not going to be singing for a fish that swims. That's what you should have did because of the situation.
I'm glad you brought that up because I don't feel like a lot of people were even looking at it from that perspective, or the fact that Gucci Mane is the one defending himself throughout this whole situation.
I respect Jeezy 100% for being that man and being accountable.
Absolutely.
But there's no way.
No, I mean the defending.
No, because it's situation. Remember, everybody, again, views from the East. We all from the East. And we picked up on Jeezy before we picked up on Gucci Mane. Yeah. Not all, but some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Almost, should I say? So, huh?
I'm like, y'all speak for yourselves.
No. That's why I said you are the few that knew about Gucci Mane or may have known about certain people before. But I found out about Jeezy in terms of like hearing about him or whatever the case is before Gucci. Before Gucci. So it's like I'm looking at it like, who is this nigga trying to like reach up at this motherfucker? So it's like for you to like, expose us, like, holy shit, you're right. You know what I mean? This guy may have sent some. Nah, I'm on this guy's side now, and I understand his side too. So now this is the full story.
I feel like I understand it. I refuse to. I think for this situation, you genuinely can't be on someone's side. You remember.
There we go.
To be fair.
There we go.
If to be fair, no, I'm not. Okay, granted, you could.
You coming next? You coming next?
You can do what you want to do. To be fair, but I feel for a scenario where it comes down to how we were in the past to how someone's past can traumatize them moving forward, or kind of show like a person. Okay, example, if we had an issue prior to, right, years ago, I don't care how long ago, whether or not moving forward we're able to be cordial, I don't fuck with you. Like it's short and simple. Like I tolerate, I may work with, but I don't fuck with you. So I feel like it's not fair for like the whole world to watch a beef happen and be like, so why y'all not cool? Cause in normal scenarios, if someone tried to kill me at any point, I don't care how much I need to forgive them for the community, I don't fuck with you.
Right.
Not to that level.
That's a fact.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed because is a
That's
bear,
a fact.
Is a bear really fucking like, I don't know, on your screen?
Okay, for one, you're making judgment calls.
Come
and
on. Yeah, we talking about this.
I'm not disposing.
The Henny got me seeing shit.
Yo,
I didn't go above and beyond. I asked. That's exactly
now
what
I gotta look at my own damn screen.
Right? Am I tripping?
Is the bear what?
The bear
Is it like a dead bear that homie just got on him, or is that the bear really doing what he need to do behind?
The bear is alive.
The bear is alive.
If we
answers the question. Okay, no, all right, no. I'm not bugging. All right, let's continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, go ahead, Prada. Oh man, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna keep this
short and sweet.
I think y'all addressed the personal side of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep it on the music side, right? And you know, to piggyback off of Shay, I'm with that. Like, if you tried to end my life at any given time, I don't think I could ever forgive you. Like, I don't know. Like, if I know you tried to end my life, I don't think that's something. I mean, that takes a lot of maturity, and again, you know,
that takes a lot. Mental.
I don't know. Again, but here's the thing. You know, you in the streets, you doing what you have to do. Shit may happen. I don't know. But like, that's just me. I would never trust you. Like, I'm pretty sure if I showed up with someone at a versus that tried to end my life, you know, I got the goons on deck. No matter what, I'm not going in there with the mindset like, oh, it's been 20 years, 15 years, whatever they were saying. I'm still alert.
Gucci corrected it, mind you, because I think Jeezy said 12. He was like, no, 15.
15.
Yeah,
Jeezy was like 20, and then he said 15. So, you know. And then to sort of touch up on your point, I think on the New York side, Jeezy was just that guy, right? And you know, disrespect to Gucci or anything like that. Even when I listen to current Gucci, I'm not taken away. I'm still not.
He said taken away.
No disrespect.
No.
No, you know, like he has his fans, and I don't take away from him. And you know, it's not hate. You know, I congratulate. I'm happy that he has this success. But I just come from a Biggie, a Jay, the lyricist. Like I come from too much of that.
Or your taste in music is just
it's just too much on that.
That's like a comment. Talib Kweli, like
I need that. I need
It's a New York hip hop bias.
Yeah, and it's just what it is. Nah. There's ATL rappers I listen to, and I'm like, yeah, he
raps,
doing it.
he spits.
So you know, just to go into the verses, like you were saying, like Gucci. Straight disrespectful, right? I don't really need to. I think we've already chimed into it, and I want to say this, and you know, and Jeezy, I'm proud of him. Period, because I was already going in on Jeezy's side just about, and it's not that I was so much biased. It's not that I listen to Gucci Mane so much, but I know enough of his catalog, and I was really listening to his music on the verses to be like, all right, if there's anything that I missed on, let me not go in so biased, because he might be playing some tracks. But this is one thing I want to state before I even get into this. There's certain music when they say music is timeless, like there were certain tracks that Jeezy played, like no matter what Gucci played after that, it was over. I don't care.
I got you. When you play that new Jeezy, all the dope boys go crazy.
And here's my thing. Gucci was like, yo, you keep singing that old shit because he know if he keep it with the classic, he's gonna lose. Yeah. So he tried to incorporate his new shit. Yeah, but I'm like, bro, even your new shit can't touch the shit he did with Shorty Low. When he did the shit with Hove, I said, please don't drop the whole book on this because it's gonna be a rap. Now, even the other shit, bro. I was just like, listen, I said, yo, if he plays this track, it's over. There was just certain tracks that he played where I was like, yo, Gucci, man, you could play like 10 songs. I was like, damn, Gucci, please play something to sort of...
Ain't no way somebody gonna be in their crib talking about, come on, Gucci, play something better. Play something better.
Because I'm already going in bias.
I love that song.
I'm already in their bias. I'm already in snowman mode. I already got my t-shirt on the snowman. I'm already...
Taking it back.
I'm already on Jeezy.
He said, I got the bro. You couldn't, niggas was getting suspended for wearing a snowman t-shirt,
niggas
was suspended for wearing a snowman t-shirt because it was like soliciting, like you were a hustler or like you soliciting drugs or something.
Yeah. Like, do we talk about 2002?
No, but that goes to show you.
Hold on, what grade were you guys in? I'm sorry, what grade were you in?
I'm sorry, we graduated in the year 2006.
I got suspended. I got my GED, so.
2006, right here. So when Jeezy came out.
What grade were you in?
When Jeezy came out, probably in the 9th grade.
Ninth.
Oh, so you were just in high school. So you were getting in trouble in high school for wearing this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But in junior high school too,
because they already knew who he was. He was like, I'm the snowman. Like, but. I'm gonna keep it like this. I want to say Jeezy handled himself with class.
Agreed.
Like all the way, grown man.
And I felt like
100%.
Gucci Man knew, like certain tracks he was playing. Gucci Man was like, all right, like I know I'm losing this because like Gucci was just coming with tracks, and I was like, all right, I'm not a big fan of his, but let me listen. Let me actually try to. I was trying to give him a chance.
Okay, then let's be clear. If you like lyricists,
Gucci's not it.
No. And I love lyricists. And I don't feel
not necessarily lyricists.
I feel like some people are great at.
I would say that Gucci can rhyme, dude.
Like, he can rhyme. It's not.
No. I'm not saying you
I'm
can't.
sorry.
No. I don't think. No. Let me be fair. No. Yes. No. Okay. I won't like. I love Gucci, and I think generally just because one, he really stepped in court and said that.
Right.
Two, he's Aquarius, so there's really just a straight bias in this whole thing.
What?
She said straight bias.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When he said that, I was like, that's some Aquarius shit to say. Looked it up, nigga was Aquarius. I said, ooh, okay. I heard you. So moving forward, I feel like the way Gucci is, I like him as an entertainer. I like his delivery. I like how he is, right?
Yeah.
Minus like the extra, right? I like how he is to a majority level, right? But my only issue is, for me, a lyricist isn't that. Like, for me, a lyricist is Common, Talib Kweli. Like, I expect straight depth. Like, if you don't have me looking at a blonde bitch and some shit, like, Common was the first person I literally had.
She said, looking.
Yo, No, she was deaf. Let me correct it. She was deaf, and my apologies to deaf, like any community.
Hey, I'm glad it was a woman who said bitch first on the podcast. Like, I'm just happy it was a woman first and not a man. I'm cool with that.
Okay, they might not even love me too much because I'm.
No, they gonna love you because you can say it. We can't.
No, so
you know
to me, it's like to me he delivered like real wordplay. Like Fab delivers real wordplay. Of course, Jay delivers real wordplay. Like you have people that I don't think you deliver real wordplay unless I could read your lyrics on like Jeezy. and I could literally hit you with a line and it just sounds so lit and I'm not rapping it no more because it's just a fire line. Yeah. Versus saying, yo, but the snow all that
I get it.
I get it.
Jeezy's the same way.
And it's not that Jeezy is so it's not like Jeezy has it's just that like that shit is so impact. He didn't even have to say shit. Yeah, like
yo, I ain't gonna lie. That shit be having you like a song playing, you hear you like that rock turned different. You like nigga.
It was, and here's my thing. Like Gucci noticed he was losing.
I mean, right? I feel what y'all saying, but
so Gucci felt like he was losing. So I felt like he tried to go the disrespectful route even more, where he tried to release. He tried to release more diss songs, and Jeezy called him on it. They say, yo, bro, like we're not even here for that. Like you making this thing completely about like when he first came out with it, I was fine with it. I said because Gucci did say like, yo, if I can't come and spit the truth, it's not happening. I was fine with it, but the fact that he kept on trying to make like I said, every track that he was coming out with, I was trying to give him that opportunity to impress me because I'm like, I'm already biased. I need to give him the opportunity.
I generally don't think Gucci was looking for like anyone to like him different. I generally feel like with his personality, he don't give a fuck. Yeah. But to top it, I generally feel like if you have beef with somebody, right?
Yeah.
If I decided to come to whatever event that this person was at, knowing I don't like them and knowing this conversation, whatever is gonna happen, I didn't come there to show face for nobody. I literally feel like it was antagonizing on purpose. I want you to jump. Yeah. Like, if I have beef with you ever seen like the kids in school, then it's like they'll trip you or they do stuff to bother you until you start till you swing. Exactly. It's one of those things like you swung prior to, right? I guess in Gucci's mind or whatever, allegedly, he didn't get what he needed out the situation, right? He might have hurt somebody, but the person that sent for you or you assume that sent for you is right there in front of you. What you gonna do? Invite him to Sunday dinner? No.
Yeah, he was trying to get him to pop. I feel like he was trying to
want him to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but again,
the problem is Jeezy was already too moved from that point. The only problem is he's changed, and it showed he changed because I go front. Gucci was annoying.
Yeah, because he kept on. Now, here's the other thing. I don't know if a lot of other people notice this, but like once he noticed, I feel like when you know you're losing, you get petty, right?
Like
I don't think that was it.
Nah, it was the reason why I said it was bothering Gucci is because after a while, once he noticed, bro, when he dropped that Shorty Low track, everything Gucci played or was going to play was over. Hello, come on, that took over like,
I'm not gonna fuck with that,
bro. That he did that, bro. I was at work like. Hello, like it was a rap. Come on, bro.
Like, that is that's like that's not even like a win for one. That's like a win for like 2 tracks.
Yeah, like nah, like he took out, and that's why I was just like, yo, like I said, Gucci, if you don't play, because I was like, I don't listen to Gucci, so I said that he has to have something in his arsenal, and the shit he was just playing was just, I was like, music. I'm just speaking music, not the beef. I was like, musically, I said, Jeezy's gonna destroy you. It don't matter. He kept on talking to the. Oh, yo, you playing all this old school shit. I said, that's certain music is timeless. Like, you could play something from 20 years ago and it bump harder than what just released. Like, that's just what it is at the end of the day. But he took it, I just felt like Gucci kept on being a little petty because once he saw he was losing, I felt he wanted to talk about jewelry. He wanted to talk about outfits. Yo, my outfit is 10,000. Yo, my jewelry is 5 million. He said, yo, next time we do a versus, have Floyd Mayweather come up. Jeezy, I like Jeezy because he was a gentleman. He was calm and collected. He said, listen, he said, I don't know about this $10,000 outfit thing, but I own half of ATL real estate. He was talking some
No,
real.
they had memes on that.
I saw
they
that
were
too.
like, so Keisha, Keisha in the back right now added all the house for Zillow for Gucci right now, and I respected it because I'm like, yo, she assisted him on building who he is, and I thought it was funny of course, I'm pretty sure she in the back there buying houses though.
I don't want to because we got one last topic. I don't want to say that, but I got one last thing that I believe I wanted to say about the situation. What I did see on the Breakfast Club interview was, I think Ebro said it to Jeezy. He was saying that. I'm sorry. What I think was happening. I'm sorry
to cut you off. I mean, since you called them out on Breakfast in the Club, you say Ebro and Breakfast Club in the same sentence? 2 different shows.
Oh, you got me. And you sit there, shit the whole time like, yo, God, you don't know it. Alright, you got me.
I would just like to mention.
Check this out. You got me.
Ebro is not on the Breakfast Club.
Alright. My fault.
You didn't catch you.
Yo,
I'm a man of equal opportunity.
Appreciate that.
Nah, call me out. Please call me out. Do it every time.
That was good shit.
It was. I didn't even peep it. I'm over here in my zone. But nah, back it up. Back it up. Hot 97.
You back it up. Enemy say Ebro. I say what?
Yo, because I ain't gonna lie. I be switching between them 2 damn stations. So whatever. Anyways. Ebro was saying to him, Hot 97. He was like, I think what happened was what people weren't paying attention to was the fact that Gucci Man may have had, like you were saying, piggybacking off of what you were saying, this is 15 years of this nigga holding off the situation. Like, now, let's look at it from this perspective. After So Icy, they beefed. This done fucked up his opportunity. My man life went down fucking hill from this point on. Even though he was doing records, he went to jail. Motherfuckers kind of try to murder him. This motherfucker was having back-to-back issues while you're successful. Not only that, in a sense, you were the one that just me and you doing a track together. This would have took my career to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like, in the fact that this fucked up and you the one who could have helped me, but instead you try to kill me. Like, how do I let this go? Like, I gotta get this off my chest. So I do see it from that perspective. It ain't about the verses. Nigga, I got to let you know how I feel. You gotta know how I feel. All these tracks, yes, but you gotta look me in my face. I want you to feel all of this.
You can send somebody to kill somebody, but to look the nigga after
there we go.
Like,
that's the point that I'm getting at.
I think some of the people don't really look at the fact that he didn't die. And I'm sure in many scenarios we've had depression. We were at our worst, right?
Absolutely.
And we didn't fully fall. So when you look the person in the face that was part of where the oppression was coming from, where the issue was coming from.
Absolutely.
You can't promise me you're not going to be antagonized. You can't promise me you're not going to feel the way. Because I don't care if it's 10, 15 years or 15 minutes ago. It triggers you. You're literally seeing someone that you probably envisioned for months, years, and sat there and thought about conversations you would have, how you would move differently, how you would have
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. Like, think about it like this, from this perspective, and then we off this. What if?
He said,
he wasn't on the phone.
Oh, you still got something?
Okay.
No. All right, think about it from this perspective. Like, all right, so you the reason why this shit could have happened, but other shit happened. But like, my nigga, out of all of this that happened, look at what I did. I brought all these artists in the game. I still selling like a motherfucker. I never stopped making records. I built a fan base even with you not being in the situation. Even throughout all this shit, I gotta fucking show the shit in your face. This is what the $10,000 shit is about. Nigga, do you see what I did? From the predicament, you try to kill me. Not nobody else. You nigga. And I did all of this from the ground. Went to jail. All of this shit. Nigga, not only did you try to kill me,
kept on saying
you really gotta think about this, man. My nigga went to jail for years, bro. This is so many shit against him.
PTSD though, like I feel
there we fucking go.
Like
it's like therapy for real for this nigga, bro.
Like,
it was all on the line for this nigga, bro, for real.
Isn't gonna be the cleanest and
there we go, man. There we go.
So I feel like everyone's expecting, like, well, Jeezy was the bigger person.
He had to be.
No, I heard you.
He had to be.
No, realistically,
no other way.
Ignorant if he wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what? You right.
Yeah,
You
just
right.
like the Boondocks said.
It happened the way it was supposed to happen.
I just didn't want Gucci to linger on it so much. Like he brought it up towards the end, and I get it, and I get it, and I get it.
You know what?
I
50 Cent.
Niggas.
No. Look,
50 Cent,
50 Cent is Supreme. No, Supreme.
Yeah.
50 Cent is Supreme.
Yeah.
50 can't let it go. You tried to kill me, son.
No. Yeah,
I
that's what
survived.
I'm saying.
No.
Different.
This is the same
Hold
story,
on,
but in the
sorry.
South.
The 9 shots.
Yeah.
That's I didn't know who killed him. Shit. I ain't tried.
No. He tried to kill him. So it's like this is the same mentality.
No, of course.
And
They're sharing.
50 hold a grudge.
Now you get it.
And then y'all get mad at 50.
See, no, people,
Yeah,
people
owe me
like
money.
50, give it up. Stop doing the shit with y'all. They even said it after the whole Gucci. Like, all right, being though that Gucci man and Jeezy did it, you think that job? Nah.
Nah, he hella.
I'm
You
not
said
those
nah,
guys.
but the thing is this. Again, like I said, when you look at it from the standpoint of, again, Brooklyn bias or New York bias, when you swing it to the side of 50, think of Gucci man as 50 in that situation, getting shot, and think of Jeezy as Preem. This gives you a better perspective of the situation.
That's true.
You get to understand a little
Again,
bit better.
that's why I said my perspective.
The reason
is
why,
with
because
your
you tried,
music.
mainly, you tried to kill me, and I still came up.
Yeah.
Now Supreme did more. We know, for those who know, he did way more than that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just on that standpoint alone, you tried to kill me, I overcame it.
Yeah,
And it's
and
hard
I saw
to just
that.
let go. Like
I'm gonna flash
I feel
the
like
same face.
everyone's gonna.
Fuck that.
I feel like you can't
He said
ask.
he said
Flash the
5
face.
million in jury. I said, damn, why he going in on him like this?
Bro,
like,
can I get one?
No, I
Yeah.
told you. I was like, Keisha better be buying houses in the motherfucking back because I'm like, what's his name? I'm like, he got a whole Atlanta. Like, can we buy a state?
He got.
Half a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, on the personal side of
I'm
shit,
trying to figure out a way to enter the next.
On-
This is all tough right now.
It's tough.
Everything is all
It's
tough right now. You know what I'm saying?
My
And your
bad, my
OnlyFans.
bad.
So yo, man, our OnlyFans, right? You know what I'm saying? The OnlyFans shit is crazy.
OnlyFans, right?
Now, being though we saying OnlyFans. Hold on, now you guys understand my fault, bro.
Oh, no. I'm gonna stop saying that one.
No.
I mean, I think this verse is
On
a
a
little
Jeezy,
bit
on a
different. I think this verse is worth
Agreed.
talking like that because it wasn't just about track versus track. It was this
Real
technically is
deal
it is
Holyfield.
history. Is it is a legendary shit because for Gucci, like I said, that's why I said my opinion just comes off of the music, and I just wish that he would have just. But I understand what you're saying from his perspective. Obviously, you tried to have me killed. So you need to understand, like, with you doing all of that, I was still able to talk. Because technically now, Gucci Mane, that's what I listen to. Anything back in the day where Snowman was out, Gucci Mane was irrelevant to me. I wasn't paying attention to him. But now I know who Gucci Mane is. Obviously, he's current.
The tracks, all that.
He's relevant.
I listen to Homie's album. I'm like, they're the latest.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's hard as hell.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
So that's
different
why I
perspective.
wanted him to attack. I'm just talking music wise. Like, yo, get him with the tracks. Like, and so when he started playing the shit with Drake and all that, but then of course, nigga played the shit with Hov. I was like, it's over. I said, you got a whole feature that is very hard
I'm
to
start
get.
visiting a new conversation soon.
Nah.
See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
we can-
last thing I do want to say, yo, why everybody trying to? Why is Hov the epitome of winning, or he?
Because
takes up 2-3 tracks?
Mr. Hov next to Mrs. Shay right
No,
here.
understandable.
He's the guy.
Answer. No. He's the guy doesn't answer it. That doesn't answer it. Though.
Why is that like an accomplishment?
No, not an accomplishment. Why is it the weapon in these verses?
Like just to have him on a track?
Anybody who got two people, if you got Jay-Z or Drake, and you have multiple of this, you're probably gonna win that versus.
I want to say, let this be known, I'm biased for Drake. Drake is the man to me. Just consistently great music. I'm just on his side all the way. But I feel he's kinder with giving a verse. I feel like the people he's given a verse, Jay would never entertain. Right?
Say that one more time.
I'm just saying, Drake is kinder.
The people
with
in the
giving
back
out
didn't hear you.
verses.
The people in the back didn't hear you.
Drake has gotten more people on these charts than Jay wouldn't entertain a lot of these people. Drake is very generous. I don't know if he does it because he's trying to be maybe a different leader. Like, yo, I get it. Like,
A little bit of both.
No, let's be
But doesn't
fair.
matter.
No, let's be
It works.
No,
It works.
let's be fair.
I kind of watch an interview.
Drake is, of course, a bomb lyricist, and I give that to him. Jay-Z, of course, a phenomenal lyricist. I give that to him. And, like, I'll piggyback on that. I do feel Drake is more generous in who he gives. There's songs I only listen to Because
That's
Jay
a fact.
featured on it, and I've never really cared about the person's song.
Amen.
It was for.
Ever again. Ever again.
But the difference is, I think business-wise, they market differently. And I say it like this: Jay-Z will handpick who he work with to tailor to what his image will be and sustain moving forward.
And there we
like,
fucking go.
and
Not only just choose.
It's different. Drake is talented.
Not a
and
business
giving.
man. I'm a
Jay-Z
business
is talented
man.
and not selling his shit for short at all.
Yo, this no, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the way I feel because I don't think people like to admit this. It's not too much about generosity. The man is simultaneously, in a sense, out of the loop but ahead of the game. This is why it's that mysteriousness. It's that we want it.
Yeah.
You're kind of out of the loop. Drake is the motherfucker who is always in the loop. Like, nigga, whoever comes out the motherfucker is just somehow,
Drake
some
already
way
on the song.
there. Like, no. If not,
a single. Drake on it. How?
If not, the next track you hear, he will be on the chorus.
So
something of a sense.
But to
It's
say
like, shit.
to say something about that, because I remember watching someone on YouTube. I can't remember too much about it. They was talking about like this. I don't know if there's like a Drake package or something like that.
What?
Where
It's a Drake package.
It is.
No, yeah,
It is.
See,
I'm dead.
so
No. Same thing for Wayne.
with
Jay-Z. There's a package. Continue.
yeah, so pretty much like artists will feel like they careers will catapult having Drake being in their
There we go.
you know.
Oh, that's some great damn marketing. Whoever sat there and thought about that was good.
But the back,
Let's focus on the
but the
business.
con.
Hey.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead,
The
go
con to that is to like I forgot which one y'all said it, but it's like y'all don't care for the person that's rapping. So that's the downfall effect. Like again,
Both of them said it. Both of them said it.
I
it
get
builds
it.
them
I
up.
get
It
it.
builds them up. But at the
Hold
same
on,
time,
do you get some of the record sales? I just want to focus on like monetary gain on that part.
No.
Like,
Say that again.
No. It's like
screw if they know me. Like, did they buy?
no, like it helps bring them up.
Yeah.
But any song that they drop after that,
There we
it's
go.
like it's hard for them to compete because they have Drake.
I can see that. I can see that.
It fucks their career. It either makes you or break you.
Yeah,
But you
that's
have-
exactly what the person said too.
It either makes you or break you, and that's what the package come with.
That's
now,
what I said.
the thing is, it's not. The person didn't say it because I understood the way he said it. He didn't say it in a way like if you come with a certain amount of money, you get the package. No. If it just happens, this is like a package for you. You as an artist gotta understand this.
Yeah.
Nigga, you best to come a whole nother. Don't just let him do the verse. Study this nigga a little bit. Understand why it made your song hot, and try to take that piece that made your song hot and try to keep it in your music to catapult
But
you.
usually-
then let people get into you. Now you can stand on your own a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But usually-
Because if you just go back to doing what you was doing,
Yeah, usually
we only
they-
like Drake on this, nigga. You're whack. That
they
chorus
come
was
down.
hot. Yeah.
And
Alright,
I don't know.
we gotta move. I'm sorry, we
No,
gotta.
we gotta.
We gotta
do you have
because
any
we've
like
been on that. We
Thirty
we
seconds?
troubling.
What are we talking about? We talking about because we went into Drake and Jay.
Okay, so pretty much something.
Yeah, so OnlyFans, so check this out,
Yeah, he got one.
Still-
It's
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
it's OnlyFans.
With the
He's
only-
on this one.
bro. How else we bring a polygamy in? You just gonna just throw that out? Okay, so the verse is polygamy. What do you think about polygamy? Look, okay, so like I said, OnlyFans, right?
No.
So that's the way people was
Polygamy
hustling.
can-
So hold on, check this out. Speaking of which, there's a lot of females, there's a lot of guys who somewhat, or females, who may like want to bring another partner in through the OnlyFans to kind of make it spontaneous, to add some sauce to the OnlyFans to kind of bring more people in.
Okay, let's be clear.
This is a way to get to the. I'm trying to get to polygamy. I'm just trying to get to polygamy.
No, I can see.
That segue was horrible.
No.
That was horrible.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Do a better segment.
That was a horrible.
Do a better
segue.
segment.
Okay, I got you.
That was a horrible.
Okay,
segue.
what about? Okay, let's do this.
Go from Jeezy or hip hop.
Alright, so no, I can.
Do
I
it.
can.
You gonna have to edit
Hello?
this.
Can I?
Go ahead. My bad.
Alright. So my way to bring it in, maybe a little more organic.
I'm waiting for it.
I want to hear this.
No, it would have been just a topic I had with friends, or just a topic that I've had in general with just people in general. Like,
Okay.
I feel like polygamy has always been a topic, whether or not
That's not a segue.
Let me sit up. I'm interested. Look.
shit worked though.
That's not a segue though.
Call it what you want, it
Probably
worked.
popped up.
I think everybody up. I know for me. Okay, so let's just be already here.
no, I'm cool. I'm waiting for the segue. I said my segue was terrible.
In the segue right now.
So that means my segue worked. Go.
Yeah, that's it.
It means the segue was abrupt.
All right. The topic of polygamy, I feel like, has been at forefront, but also the back doors for some people, just because it's not something that we all feel as comfortable talking about. All right. So for me, I'm just gonna ask a quick question. I'm asking a question with like a small detail in the bottom. Are you pro polygamy? Don't answer this shit if you are in a relationship that is already monogamous and you gonna get in trouble.
I don't fear nothing, sweetheart.
Let's
get
I didn't
it.
say you, but I'm just saying in general.
Let's get it.
All right. So, do you fear polygamy?
Who you asking?
Fair polygamy? Hell no.
Okay. Are you pro polygamy?
Ooh.
Wait,
Is that a wedding band over there?
Hold on. I'm gonna show it and answer the question at the same time.
Why he holding
So
the
look,
mic like
yeah,
that?
no. So the wedding band,
tight.
no. So the wedding band.
He said,
Hold
So
on.
so the wedding band could be shown at the same time. So like I was staring into the mic passionately. No, some serious shit. Yeah, I do.
Yo, why everybody got quiet? We're like,
He said that shit like he got a life insurance plan right before answering. He said, "Yo, I was in my phone. I signed up."
Yo, he did that. I do. I was like, okay.
You know, I answered it like I was taking my.
Yo, my man said that shit like he took out a policy. He said,
Yo, facts. 5 seconds ago.
I knew this.
Nah, like
topic
I'm
was
getting
coming
married
up.
for real. I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So how do you feel about polygamy?
I do.
I honestly don't know how to answer that because it's like more for like I'm not against it, but it's for myself.
Agree or disagree with it? No,
Can I interject? I know you said you agree with it, but why?
No. I'm gonna answer. I want everybody to answer. Then I want to go.
Okay.
No, wait. I can shoot that. All right, look. Okay, so
Because it's different.
yeah. Okay.
Player?
Married.
Married.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Player?
Okay.
Married.
Now
you on the market.
I'm okay.
Player?
I'm okay. I'm okay with polygamy. 100%. That don't mean that I personally want to do it myself. Now, if I had the opportunity to, I mean, if my life pointed in that direction, then I will be in a polygamous relationship. But the fact that I'm with someone and I've been conditioned and I'm comfortable.
Okay, wow.
I'm cool.
I'm not gonna
I'm rolling with it.
I want his honest opinion because me and him is in the same.
No, we're gonna pause this.
I want to hear what she's gonna say.
I'm like honestly, like my lashes could just drop off right now. This shit was worth all the tears. Did you just say condition? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, yo?
Can I explain? Can I explain?
Continue, bro.
Can I explain?
Like,
You gotta get through it.
Real.
Wait, no, it's not saying she conditioned me. I'm saying
I
I'm.
shut up. Y'all wanna hear him now?
No. I want to lie. No. This is gonna be the juice.
I wanna hear this.
That
Yo,
liquid courage.
This is gonna be the. He said the liquid courage. No. Without liquid, I was saying this. But look. Check this out.
Okay.
I'm not saying condition in terms of she conditioned me. I'm saying it in terms of I've gained to be comfortable with the fact that I am not willing to share my partner, or I'm conditioned to an uncomfortability with sharing my partner, and even to the point that, let's put it to you like this, I'm a man and I could be like, yo, damn, that bitch is bad, son. If she actually came up and was like, let's go, I'd be like, I don't know, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look good over there. I mean, in my head I said it. I didn't mean to say it out loud though. Like, the fact that you heard me, I don't know why you here. Hey, look, check this out. Check this out. If you just walk away, man, this can all go back to normal. You know what I mean? The fantasy can work itself out, and I'm gonna go back home and deal with it the way I normally deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I can take this.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm accustomed to how I deal with my love, or how I like to be loved. Now I can watch however someone else's situation work and say I would like that, but I might be uncomfortable with that shit because I've tried some shit. Hey, look, hey, you do that. Yeah, hey, you know what? That looked fine. I don't think I'm gonna try that shit no more. And then after a few times, I'm like, you know what? Where we at is where I'm comfortable at, and that happened organically. It didn't happen from me seeing it. It didn't happen from someone convincing or conversation that came up. It happened organically from us being into each other, and it just happened the way it happened, and we're comfortable with that. So that's what I mean in terms of condition. But I believe in the polygamy in terms of if it was to a point that me and wifey got to a, you know what I mean, to a point where it's like, hey, listen, we're cool here, but you know what? We could venture out there because we're that solid here. We're that solid here.
I respect that.
That's what I mean in terms of I'm 100% with it. We're humans. We came in this motherfucker dolo. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying we not here to just, I don't feel like we're just here to partner up and die with that motherfucker. If we do, we choose to.
And if it works.
And if it works, it's a choice.
It works, yeah.
But it's a choice. I feel like
it
isn't like a domain you gotta fucking go in and stay in. It's like if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I think it's all experimental. Okay. You go inside of a marriage, it works, it works. If it don't, polygamy works for you, it works, it works.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% on both ends. I just feel like let it be choice. Let it be mutual and natural. Don't convince. Or manipulate.
Agreed.
Can we go to the player? Because the player seemed like
No, I ain't saying nothing, bro.
I'm sorry. Let me not say player. He's a good guy. He's a good
guy.
No.
Player on the market.
That nigga's a player.
He's on the market, ladies.
On the market,
but people don't know me.
Hey, listen. If everybody that don't want the product, the product gonna get bought, baby. You know what I'm saying? Player, baby.
So what's your take?
I was saying, like almost a little bit piggybacking off of what you said, Dice. I can't necessarily choose because it's like I wouldn't be against it, but I would say, it's just not for me. But like if I was with someone,
why?
What? What do you mean why?
I just asked you why.
Why would you solo feel like you're against it?
No, I ain't saying I was against it.
What do you mean?
No. You said
what I said.
You said if you were like if you're by yourself, like somewhat against it, but if you were a partner, it could happen. So I guess you didn't.
Like that.
Please repeat yourself.
No.
Clarify.
I said
for the record.
I'm thinking of. Oh man, I need more time to think about it. But I ain't saying it like that either. No, I really didn't say it like that.
My apologies.
This drink right now got me cooked.
That's sad. I'm like 100% fine.
I was pre-gaming, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like he's 100% fine because you forgot what you were gonna talk about.
Yeah, I'm on topic.
No, because it's like I'm trying to think. Try to figure out my wording to it. I was trying to say like where I'm for it or not. I'm just saying like.
You said you weren't. Why?
Yo, that why fucked him up.
I'm not. You could be for, not for it. I'm just curious why.
I guess to simply put it, it's like it's not too much my direction, but
what's your direction?
You
said it.
My direction is to just be with my partner, but if, but like that's why I said
he's not for it.
He's not for it. He believes. He just purely believes.
He's somewhat more.
Where did that come from?
Monogamous.
I honestly don't know where that really came from. I feel like I just always been kind of like that.
Do you prefer one partner, or are you just familiar with having one partner?
That's an interesting
dun,
question.
Dun
dun dun. Do
I got a nice follow up after that. I feel like we're interrogating him. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. His number is 917-16.
No, this is her stage. So that's it. Like look, I'm
curious. It's a topic that I'm.
Sidebar.
Am I familiar with it, or am I? What was that one? Damn, son, that was some good question. I'm not going front.
Okay. Why he thinks sidebar? If anybody want any information more on polygamy and want to have any more, communication or conversation about it, I have something to say about it, please contact Shay. We will have her Instagram like that. No. No, not a counselor. No. I'm not saying a counselor. If they have something to speak about it, they can just hit you.
Oh no, definitely you can speak to me about it. I'm not a counselor. This is not some type of polygamy advisory. So
no. They just may have questions. They may have questions for the pod, and you can pick out the ones that's you know what I mean. So hey, hit them.
Okay, articulate yourself because I definitely have a lot to say on the topic.
You want her to come back to you?
Yeah, you.
I'll come back. All right.
You go. Yeah.
All right.
Skip.
All right.
No uno.
All right. So. again, I fear nothing. You know, no disrespect to my wife. She knows I speak my mind.
No, his preparation.
That's a married man. He fears nothing. That's the first words. That's a married man.
Church. He was like,
I feel like honesty is the
I
best
fear no man
policy.
but God.
No, it is what it is. I just believe in, you know, honesty is the best policy in a relationship. So, polygamy. All right. So I'm just gonna say it's a different mindset, right? If you ask me that when I'm 17, 18, 19, whether I'm in a relationship or not, I'm with all of it, right? Because I'm like, I want to lay in a bed with 2 or 3 women. I'm not gonna discuss my past, but
why?
what I'm saying
wait,
is,
no, wait, why? I'm playing you. Ooh, why?
Right? And I'll say this.
You just thinking the why.
No, and please interview me. It's really because how the hood, not the hood, but the older men.
There we go. That's what I want to get
The
to.
older men
There
that
we
came
go.
before me, it's how they sort of conditioned me in a sense where it was like a numbers game, right?
Yep.
So I was already, they was like, yo, because let's really be honest about it.
Right.
Men as boys, we're lover boys. That's, no guy can tell me that. When you in elementary, you see that one girl, you crush on that one girl. You're not
Facts.
like, yo, I need to have 8 girlfriends. You're
Nah.
just on that one female, right? It's not until you get a little older and you have the one that's older.
You gotta get
that's
played
like,
first.
Yo, listen, what you doing in a relationship, bro? You need to, yo, how many girls you hit this year?
Yeah, you got to get your heart broken or something.
This
Or
was the
not get no
number.
ass. One or the other. Go. Sorry.
Right, so I said it became a numbers. Literally at the end of the year, this would be conversations like, yo, how many women
much
have you
you
been with?
guess?
So if you go 1, like, bro, come on, you too young for that shit, right? That was the energy.
Is this the conversation y'all motherfuckers?
I'm keeping it.
Yo, hold up. Wait, stop. Pause for a second. I love this type of stuff. You didn't know that.
Y'all getting ruined.
Wait, no.
Like-
No. So,
No,
Nana,
and I feel like-
you didn't know that?
I'm an only child and I'm a girl. When the fuck would I have
No.
a conversation?
No. I'm only asking.
It was an email.
I'm only asking in terms of like. No.
No, wait.
No.
as you
Have you heard it
no.
around other
Okay,
friends that you had that were men
I
and shit?
Okay, let's be clear. Even with having male friends,
Yeah.
male family members, you are sheltered in a different brand of
Absolutely.
So even though the conversation is happening,
Yeah.
the conversation what you're getting from the conversation is not the same. Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's say, for instance, your uncle speaks to your 3 or 4 boy cousins. He might have said a whole bunch of stuff, right? You approach.
Mm-hmm.
The gazelle approaches the whatever,
Got it,
right?
got it,
and then it's all of a sudden, make sure your skirt longer. Make sure you know there's different.
Protective.
Yeah, it's more like
But that-
you know your cousin's a hoe,
All right,
so you know why you need to make sure you.
We about to
talk
give you some
properly.
sauce then.
All right,
Go.
so
We about to give you some
tune
sauce.
into this, right? Tune into this,
Y'all
right?
broken shit.
So, but here's my thing.
Facts,
though.
man. We broken, son. Nah.
Now here's the thing, though. Right? I think it's 2 different. I think at that point where we're being conditioned to where it's a numbers game, right? Where we have to, how many girls can we hit in a year, in a week, even? Trust me, it gets serious, right? A woman, excuse me, not a woman. She's not a woman at that time, but a girl is being conditioned to marry, to husband, to be a good wife. Like, I feel it's different, which is a sad thing. It's not a good thing. I'm not co-signing.
Let her reply on that because she might have a different perspective on how women were raised.
I understand what you're saying in reference to most women are conditioned to have the.
Not understand that, but like loyalness, like to be with one person. It's not like how many guys.
See, no. Let her answer because it's the female
I'm
perspective.
definitely feeling that's debatable. I feel like it's easy to say what's out there is the whole Prince Charming, you get married and you run away type thing. You get that as far as like literature.
In the books.
In the books.
That's why I think you should answer because you're from a female perspective.
And I mean, like, I'm big on historic romances. A bitch will sit there and read something about somebody on a horse and fall in love, and he done captured her. That's great. I'm in love now. That's something that I was big on. But the truth of the reality is a female's idea of what she perceives love to be is beyond that. Like, it's not what someone tells her. It's not what someone reads. It's literally what she sees and she literally takes in as what that is supposed to look like. Okay. So, I don't care how much historic novel she read. I don't care if someone tells her that the man's supposed to marry her. If what she saw was her mom getting her ass whooped or the love being not healthy, as much as she fights to not get that, she's used to seeing it. So she naturally, in her head, even if she knows it's wrong, wraps it up as a form of something that works for love.
So more of environment.
Yeah, I think it's
everyday environment, not just general. Everyday environment.
But I feel like for a female, like I feel like a man gets pegged into what being macho feels like. Like he's told what macho is supposed to look like. A woman sees what a relationship looks like. She could have read everything. She could have been told she deserves pearls and to have a pussy lick from back to fucking front. That's not what happened.
Not a problem.
So, but what I'm saying is, in situation, it's what she sees, and I feel like a man is what he hears.
Hold up, see.
What he's told.
No, wait, hold on. You have the female perspective. Continue.
Yeah, sorry.
That makes 100% sense to me. I'm sorry because you think about the quotes. They're like you treat your wife the way, because your daughter looks at all of that, so she might think it's okay to, for a man to beat on her, right? If you beating on your wife, right?
No matter what you tell her.
No, hold on, because now you're going.
If that's what she's saying, visual. If she's saying
you're going to adult wise with the man. I wanted you to stay where you were at in terms of the way that the boy grows up thinking this way, because that's very, very key right here.
Right. So for us, it's really a numbers game, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it's really up to the individual if he wants to stay like that, because not every guy stays in that lane.
Absolutely.
Right? Like at some point, because here's the thing, right? Like back in the day, it was forbidden to eat the pussy. I don't care what nobody.
That's facts. What he's saying, he is saying absolute facts. Continue.
He's
right. No. I'm serious. No. Young boy. No, he's right. Young. When we were young, what the fuck are you talking about?
No,
we weren't.
No. You didn't have to do that. But this is what I'm saying.
You got the wrong one.
Let me.
It's one little small thing.
Right.
This is why they went to older men. Continue.
Now this is what was crazy to me. Like certain shit, like it was the numbers game, and it was like, yo, there's certain shit that you don't do, right? Because it was this whole play. Yo, you can't eat. You eat the box, you a lame. Blah 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 blah. Mind you, though, while they're saying that to you, they're the same ones doing it. I learned that. After the fact, but still, you gotta understand. Like as young men. We're growing up in the neighborhood. They're older men. They ahead of us. So when they guiding us, and if we see them, they getting all the girls. They getting all of this. They fly. That's true. This is what we. It's like a thing. I don't. You girls probably do it differently, but this is just what the energy was, right? So this is the conversation. Like, how many girls you got? Like, It wasn't like a conversation, everything, but it was just like you just messing with one chick. Like, you don't have no other girls nowhere. So that was sort of our thing. So like I said, at that age. I'm all for it. I'm all for a threesome, a foursome. I'm all for it.
That's not the same thing as.
I got another.
I think it plays that because my mindset is conditioned to be okay with that, having multiple partners. So if both girls is like, yo, if I'm in a relationship.
No, that's what polygamy is. That would be you really committing to birthdays.
She's right.
Holidays. That's you saying that we're raising our kids together. That's saying that the next baby that comes out is our baby.
She's
your baby.
She's right.
All right. So if that's the case, then I will say I'm not for it. It's not because I'm against it.
Nothing's wrong with how you feel.
Exactly.
It's no. I want to make it. It's not that I'm against it per se. I just have a thing because I be too deep in my thoughts. Right. I'm just like, yo, the way she be putting it on me, I can't fathom her riding him this way.
No. Let's be clear. Polygamy can work in many entities. So it can be two females.
I'm just speaking about the straightforward. Everyone says polygamy.
Let me get it out because it'll be easier for you to explain polygamy because it's showing what the fear in men. It's showing it. There we go. No. Let it go, Shay. I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Go ahead.
If I really, truly, genuinely care about her specifically. Because I could have a girlfriend and care about the birthdays and all of that and be willing to be like, yo, let's bring someone else in. But if it's someone that I really hold near and dear, it's not happening, right? And the reason I say this is because even if I was for it, right, and I could be biased and be like, yeah, let's bring another girl into the relationship because I know that's more fun for me. I'm having the time of my life, right?
You got the wrong one.
But now when she comes to you and goes, all right, cool, we've had like 3 or 4 girls in our relationship. Let's get some guys in there. That's a dub. Right? And I just want to be honest about that.
I want to speak on it so bad.
and I know that's not a fair. It's not fair for me to be like, yo, yeah, let's have all these women come into our bedroom, knowing that if you bring up any type of male, no, I'm not trying to watch no male bend you over. Even if I have another,
bang that back out. Pulling that hair.
All right, let's go.
He was yo, listen. He talking that shit in her ear, yo. He like, hey, yo, your man don't be handling you like this.
It's not from lack of confidence.
He know.
It's not from lack of confidence.
Why do I need to
I pride myself on stamina. Bro. I have mentally trained myself on stamina. It's not a matter of I know he's not gonna do a better job. If I even see, it's not that.
You gotta give people the visual, baby.
He ain't gonna outperform me.
You gotta give people the visual, man.
No, wait, hold on.
I'm trying to put it out. I'm trying to showcase it.
It's like a football game.
It's not the competitive nature, but it's like, yo, you leave me, you not gonna get the next thing. It's gonna take. You gonna have to go. That's just my goal. That's just me. It's very important for me to satisfy women.
Our heads a little different. Trust me, man.
Our brains work differently. Like I'm like, yo, I'm gonna work you to a point where it's like, yo, nobody. And trust me, females appreciate that. They care when you care to please them. They like, oh, I'm all for it. Like that's. It's not really that. It's just more or less if I really care about you, I won't be able to stand there. Even if I'm doing my own thing with someone else, it wouldn't be easy for me to look over and be like, yo, she.
Question. Is it okay?
It's not happening.
It's a lot. You got all the ways to fix this. That's why I kind of want you to go like, because I know a lot of shit he said. You probably.
I'm just saying. I'm not against it, but I know me. If I truly care about the girl to an extent, I cannot sit there and watch another male penetrate her. It's not gonna happen.
All right, but here's the thing. Cause no, you made it clear. But because like after she answers and gives, I want us to come back. Because what she's gonna say is probably going to change the trajectory of what you probably think of polygamy. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to hold it. Y'all about to get it while it's good.
All right, cool. All right, so like you don't gotta because I want because we all got something to say after you say what you say, but I want to make sure.
I'll have my wife escort you. Girl power.
I mean, I completely understand what Prado was saying. But he was thinking about the favoritism of like his. Wife or whatever, partner, and
not necessarily married.
You
could be my girlfriend.
No, I'm saying
if I love her.
I'm current partner.
I'm trying to speak in general terms. Like I'm not just trying to say.
What is current? Okay.
Yeah, but he's speaking in favoritism over the other person, so I could get why he will bring up another male and stuff like. Okay. Some women will be like, ah, he's right. And some women may. Would be like, oh, we got a whole bunch of girls. Let's get a guy in. I understand what you're saying.
No, sir. There will be no sword fighting here. There will be no sword fighting. What's going to happen?
I'm like literally saying
sword fighting. That's
damn, bro. You lost. I lost my thought.
That's exactly what it's called. It's called sword fighting. You good? Because I really,
ain't no sword fighting. You good because no one's crossing swords. That's right. This is some weird ass conversation.
So you've never had a threesome with two guys and a female?
I never had a threesome with two guys.
Well, I'm sorry, sir.
So you had a threesome, but just not with two guys and a female.
I mean, the guy. Listen, I'm not saying I've engaged with any guy. I'm not saying anything like. Maybe I'm speaking something. Let me be very clear. Excuse me. It's we're more here for the women. We will wait our opportunity and sit there, or we'll engage in something else. We'll get something oral while the other guy is doing something. It's very different, sir.
Let
me be clear.
All right, so for me,
now, like explain it, like break it all down.
All right, so let's be clear. I've been married already, so I did the whole being monogamous to one person. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work depending on who you partner with, right?
Yeah.
I've been bisexual since I was 13. I'm very aware of it. I'm very clear on that aspect. I like both male and female. I dated someone don't do that. I dated someone that was very, I wouldn't really say religious because they broke a lot of rules, but they picked and choose what was an issue. Mm-hmm. So me liking them was an issue.
Right.
For me, I sacrificed it in the relationship. I realized it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Because the only thing I held was resentment.
That's it.
And for me, it's not about this threesome, the sexuality thing. It's beyond that for me. Mm-hmm. I genuinely like women, and I genuinely like men. but what I expect from them are different. What in my household is different. Like, example, if I'm married to a man, I expect him to take out the garbage. I expect him to move the car. I expect him to shovel the snow. If I'm married to a female, I expect her to help cook. I expect her to help clean. I expect her to do maternal things to some extent as she grows and continues. Like, it's just what I expect. I don't pretend I don't expect it. I tell you straight out.
So it's more like an assistance in life rather than
it's 100%. I'm an only
Just
child.
rather than
heavily interviewed on this one.
rather than an assistance in pleasure. Correct.
Me, I know. Granted, I like both. I got bust a nut to both of them.
Yeah.
But for me,
right.
I get the aspect of I have. Why y'all look like that?
They over here like
I'm looking at
what I'm doing is
y'all shuffled at the same time inward.
Because
I'm trying to ask for the border.
To hear it from a female, I feel like a lot of females feel this way, but they're very conservative, and they'll make it seem like
This is why I'm asking the right question, because there's a lot of people who gonna hear this and see this, and that she's gonna answer a shitload of questions.
I'm sure I'm gonna get
you know what I'm saying?
Back by answering the questions at all, because people feel really
sorry to
strongly
cut you
about
off.
the topic.
Continue.
Absolutely.
You're fine. I think he need water though.
You need some water?
Give her
like
water.
5 minutes.
Yeah, give her water right there.
Not me. He need water.
I don't need it. I'll just.
No. When When I said her, no. When I said her, I meant him. Now, fuck it.
You ain't shit for that.
He said, "I don't need it. I'm a man." But I'll take it.
I'm like, it ain't that deep. Like, you a little parched.
No, you corrected me. I was like, why is it? You know what?
My bad.
They're going off into a different direction. Never mind.
My bad.
Never mind.
No,
I apologize.
My bad.
No, this segment is important because it's from a female's perspective. I think it's very important. I think a lot of females are conservative.
No, but granted, every female is their own person. So what works for my house don't mean it work for your house, and that's fine. Yeah. I don't need it to. I'm saying for me to be happy, I require both. So if I'm dating someone from Front Street, I tell you I require both.
Right.
I don't like a male over. You're not going to convince me to like you over having both.
Right.
You know why? Because you just can't be both, no matter how great you are. To me, both is happiness to me. I don't care how great he takes out the garbage. I don't care how great he fuck me, eat my pussy, eat my ass, suck my toes, and that is a requirement. All of those things. Be honest with you ever had a bitch cook for you on Sunday dinner and could throw down some mac and cheese? Like, it's real. Like, there's certain things that you can't do for me. Like,
since they responded to the sucking toes like that. Hold on.
It's not just the cooking, guys.
So the sucking.
I can cook.
Yo, I hate y'all.
All right, I'm so from the guys out there that feel
let me get this.
But I'm hearing you.
Let me clarify this, because like you just said, there's a lot of guys who's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, but I can cook too," and
no, it's
what that
female
means.
energy. Like, it's
there
like I mean down to how her skin feel. Like,
soft.
All right, so from my perspective, this is how I'm seeing it. This is what I'm saying from a balance.
You on titties and no ass twerk for me, man. It's like, what the fuck you gonna do?
This is how I'm seeing it from a balanced perspective. So it's looking like you see yourself as like the middle. There isn't I'm a female or I'm playing a male. For example, some people who hearing this might feel like you saying that you want a female in the house is saying that you are gonna play a male side, and they might be confused.
Let me be very clear with you. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm very dominant. So I like a female that's more submissive.
Word.
Because if I'm gonna submit to him, I need someone to submit to me to feel like it's fair. If she wants somebody to submit to her, then we can keep playing this role till we tired in the house. But like, that's just who I am.
I would like for you to repeat that one more time, because again, she said.
What?
She's submissive to him, so she would like for her to be submissive to her.
And if she requires a different type of submission, or even if she requires a switch is a person that can play both dominant and submissive, meaning she needs the exact same balance. I can offer the exact same balance, can understand what that feels like to require it. Like,
it's like you're carrying both energies and you interchange.
No, I'm definitely both energies. Naturally.
That's fucking dope.
Like, but I know I'm naturally not submissive. So, example, in a serious relationship, so my partner will tell me, hey, he'll call from the office, hey babe, can you cook and wash the clothes, clean the house? That's cute. I got you. I got it done though. Before he comes home, everything is already done. Not by me, but it's finished.
Let me change my answer real quick.
Yeah, I got this ring.
Now, see, no, wait, hold on.
Okay, but
hold on.
Money section you have to work for, I understood. But did you get it done, sis? Did you hire someone to make sure he was as happy as he needs to be?
I think that's what she meant.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Wait. You have more to add to that? Because I know he want to get in here.
No, I'm going to interview her on this because I feel it's...
Right? No. Just a couple questions to clarify. I guess a certain way that you see it. Go ahead, please continue.
No, because you actually live it, right? So it's one thing for someone to be like, it's for someone to be like, yeah, I would do it. You live this life, right? Yeah. So I want to get all in your brain, right? Mm-hmm. I think it is, like, to go back to what I was saying, I think it's important now, if I started dating a woman that was like that from the get, that gives me that. I think that makes the difference, right? Because if I just
100%.
if I get into a relationship with somebody that's just like, hey, I want to be loyal to you only, and I say, oh, fine, I'll be loyal to you only, and then in the middle, 5 years, 3 years, however long this relationship, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think it'd be really cool to bring a female or a male into the bedroom to spice things up, right? Guys, put your ego aside. You have to be confident in yourself. I don't think it's just like, just add in some extra whatever. Mm-hmm. I think that's important. Let's say if I meet a woman like you, and from the gate, I like men and I like women. So I'm gonna date you, but I'm gonna have a female as well. If I know that from the jump, that automatically, not conditions, but it braces me for like, yo, there's gonna be, I might walk in and she's eating pussy.
No, but not every man though. Like, it sounds good when you approach it to a really new early dating situation. Like, okay, granted, it sounds good, right? I've been married, divorced, and in the drama of dating,
sounds right.
It sounds good in the beginning. It's like, oh, I think she's freaky, cute. I'm pretty sure I'm more freaky than you're ever going to be able to think. But that's cute. So,
this is so good.
The problem with it is he then gets overexcited, overstimulated. He has all these processes of thought, right? In a sexual mindset. And then he realizes what it really requires to maintain two. It's not the same. Okay, let's be clear. For me, I'm not going to give you less of a job because I have a female. And I'm not going to give her more or less of a job because I have a male. The truth is, what I require is not going to change. What you feel and what he feels is not the same job. So focus on your role, focus on his role, they'll be fine.
Is she devoted just to you, or is she devoted to you and your man?
In the polygamy sense,
yeah,
she's not. She's we're all together.
I was about to
She's
say
equal to his girlfriend. She's equal
where
to
does
my
her loyalties
girlfriend.
lie? Because she's
to be
with
frank
you.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to be frank with you, her loyalty is supposed to lie in both. My loyalty is supposed to lie in both. His loyalty is supposed to lie in both. He can't love me more than her. He shouldn't love her more than me, right? It's still a progress, so there's no realistic way to like.
Even if he's been with you for 2 years and you just brought her home, he's supposed to just.
No, he's gonna grow it. That's not organic. Like,
okay.
It has to grow. But realistically, it shouldn't be like, nah. So if I got a plus one, and y'all pick my favorite.
So
one.
You don't get jealous? Like what if you bring something?
No, generally, I'm be honest with you. I've dated men that can't handle it, and I've dated men that can. It's a difference. Like,
I was about to say, because this is how it go. Most men, like she said, takes it as this is some type of treat for you, motherfucker. Like, you just coming home to dick sucks and back rubs. Yeah, nah. You gotta be able to please and make sure that both
so important.
women
it's
are okay.
Not just sexual.
That's what I'm getting at. She's right. 95% of men.
It sounds good to throw your dick out for the moment, and you might be able to bust for both of them, right? Cool.
Be real, Shay. First week.
You probably
first week.
But
after that, you ain't doing both. Come on.
Okay, granted, it's beyond that.
Not you. Like, I'm not saying you. I'm saying a percentile.
No, but it's beyond.
He knows what I'm getting at. Me and him was on the same page with the situation.
It's genuinely okay. Example: I've dated a man that will get upset that he felt that I was more affectionate to the female than him. The difference is, and the joke is, in the beginning you wouldn't think that. But after a while, when you realize it's easier for me to tailor to her in a different way than you notice how I treat her versus how I treat you. And it's not that I treat you badly, but you see that I'm softer to her, and I feel like I have to be more delicate because she's a female. Because I'm naturally more dominant. So you have to consider something. Though I choose to submit to you, does not mean my nature is submissive. I'm deciding that this is what works for you. Like, I know you work best in that realm. I'm going to effectively make sure you work in the best realm that I need you to work in. And that's me productively thinking as a business person. This is what works. Okay, well, I get this out of doing this, so I move forward. But I like this, and I know she's more delicate. I know she doesn't respond best to aggressiveness. It doesn't work. But if I'm softer to her, if this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get.
All right. I feel like there's a lot of men who they're not fucking, they hear you, but to be in a motherfucking situation, they wouldn't quite understand what it takes to quite deal with the situation.
Have you ever had two bitches on a period?
You said, but hold on. You
in
said
the same house.
You said,
and you was supposed to be fucking both.
Now he realized. He realized as soon as you said two periods in the same house, he said, "God damn it! Now I get it." Hold on, no. He has that because he has his wife and his daughter. Well, not yet. She's not there yet. Yeah, like, I'm sorry. She's not there. But soon he'll start to realize that at some point. But it ain't the same dynamic, obviously.
No, like it
ain't the same dynamic.
Understand something? I've realized that some men, and I mean, successful, good looking, he can offer all the sexual needs that you would more so desire
mentally,
but he could not mentally deal with the fact of me caring for two different people at the same time, though one was a female.
See,
okay. I've dealt with men that can. I've dealt with a man that can. The difference is you have two periods. Okay, example, you have one bitch on a period. You have one bitch off of a period. You have one person that's really horny, one person that can't fuck. So, you know what happens? Now we're going to see how gifted this man is because now he has to please two bitches with two different situations.
Yeah,
don't you have your period sync up like some Wi-Fi?
Sometimes
it does. That's
why that shit look like a hotspot, nigga. They don't not just guaranteed to sync up.
Sometimes
that's why.
Let's be very fair to a menstrual cycle. Yeah. That's not guaranteed. And
no, that's why.
No. Let's say, for instance, I've been with my partner and another female, and it wasn't pitched from him. So a lot of people are like, yeah, but my man wants it. If that's the case, then you probably should walk out that situation or revisit it because it's not what you want. I brought somebody home. I went out and I was like, hey, babe, this might be weird, but I found someone. She's really pretty. I really like her. She's, from so-and-so. Can I keep her? His response was, is it a dog? What the hell do you mean keep her? I was like, well, she's in town for a week. And he was like, so? And I'm like, but I really want to bring her home. He was like, are you drunk? I'm like, yeah. He was like, okay, well, then I guess bring her home. He's like, yo, this is just so weird. Hung up the phone. I really brought the bitch home. So she stayed for the week. All he told me when I woke up was, I hope she don't steal. And if she do steal, it's your fault.
But hold on.
What I would say,
to these other females, are you telling them like, listen, you're not only going to be engaged with me. I have a man at home, and you're gonna have to bust it open for him as well.
Let's be clear. I don't say it that way because I feel like that's very
disrespectful
to human body. So for me, how I approach polygamy is more so I find you beautiful. I find you intriguing. Like, yes, I'm in a relationship. If you choose not to do anything with my partner, that's fine. He could care less. I'm like, but I live. We're in a I look at it like this. We are in an apartment. Sis, unless we fuck in the living room, how far are we hiding? And at that point, let's say, for instance, we choose to do something on the bed. He's not going to touch you if you don't want to be touched. Like, it's clear. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I brought someone home. I want to touch her. I'm really curious. The benefit of my partnership to me, I could be 100%. Like, I could literally text him, yo, I just saw Shorty in the club. This man, I'm not a club person, but let's say I saw someone in an event, and I'm like, yo, I saw someone in an event. I'm like, yo, she's really pretty. I'm really curious. I just gotta know. And he'll be like, and he'll text me back like, you're crazy, laugh out loud. Okay, just be safe. Are you coming home? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming home with her. It's like, I brought people, I've told you no lie. I brought females, and no shade, I ain't bring no names. But they've literally said, I really like you. I just can't do anything because I have a boyfriend, and it's just you. Before the end of the night, they busted open for two people. Like I already know my partner's a charmer.
Yeah.
And I already know that if you like me, there's a huge chance you're comfortable. Like I'm gonna make you comfortable. There's no reason that you're not gonna be comfortable. Yeah. So a woman honestly already know that they're gonna fuck you before they got there. So it's like it just makes you feel better to say it. So she's not going.
So they're aware that there's a male somewhere in the house.
I don't pretend that he's not.
Because here's the thing, like, I'm not gonna hear two women engaging in some activity, and I'm just in the front watching a sports game. No.
No.
Excalibur will rise, and I'm gonna be like, hold on, like, honey, you need any help in there, or?
I understand.
Well, see, the situation is still being looked at as pleasure rather than the actual partnership.
No, I have a good one. I had a situation where I had my period, and my partner was fucking the girl that I brought home.
We coming up on 2 hours.
No, let's do it.
Okay, so my partner was okay. So I had my period. I don't know, like fuck with the bad luck, and then the girl didn't. So he was having sex with her, and it was the one time where I literally had an ink of jealousy, and I was like, damn.
He doing her dirty in there.
And I was like, and my vagina broke. And so, but the funny part is, I think females are funny. Females are weird because when they get together, we talk about shit that don't really necessarily always gotta make sense. But we can rationalize it for an emotional impact that will affect us.
That sounds like.
So Shorty comes the next day was like, so he don't fuck you on your period? And I'm just like, what? No? What?
Oh.
And I didn't know it was a topic. And she was like, well, he can't love you unless he fuck you on your period. And so I go there, this is naive. I go there like, so she said, if you don't do this, you don't love me. He said, we about to listen to a bitch that you met 24 hours ago.
I think there's limits. If that happened.
No, granted. Granted. It's a topic, and you learn that a person in your realm you can feel jealous for something you wouldn't have felt jealous of before. Like
they can manipulate the whole entire realm.
Like in that moment, I wouldn't have ever thought of having sex with him. I would have been fine. I would have went to sleep, right? But because I'm now seeing him in an act next to me that I would have normally been happy with, and I can't be involved, the jealousy creeps into where now the act is not.
That's what I was gonna say. Human nature is like, yo, he's destroying her. Like, hold on.
Oh nah, she like 5'3". He destroyed her.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, see. The thing is that's a part of. The minute I feel like polygamy is a good way for humans to understand that you can't keep everything.
Oh, now I give you that, and it made me feel better.
It isn't meant to be that motherfucking way. Like whether you
but I don't think
we can say whatever we
everybody.
want to say, man. But it just ain't meant for it to be that way.
I don't think granted, I think polygamy are for
if
some.
it's successful, it's successful. No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I think polygamy is for some, and I feel monogamy is for some. I feel like you just gotta respect what lane you in. Not everyone can stomach polygamy. It's a lot of work and it's additional people.
This one thing I want to say. Yo, do you know how?
You should.
Do you know how many men
in the beginning so the
died
pattern is normal?
You know what I'm saying?
Cancer?
If my wife now was like, if she came to
because of monogamy,
this is what I want to do from the gate. I have other females, then I'm cool with it because that's how I met her.
I'm gonna break it down to you when
and
you're
if
done.
that's what I accept, then it's cool. But if we're just together only and she randomly springs up, let's bring a female to the bedroom, I'm gonna approach that with I don't know, because in the back of my mind I'm like, yo, if she were to have asked, can I bring a man, I would be like, no. So if she says, let me bring another female, I'm thinking of myself, and so in my head I'm like, it has to be fair, because I can't say yes to something I know I would have said no to.
I swear men just say no to it because they don't want you to bring no new dick. It's just it don't mean that.
But it's not from an ego thing. I'm not too. I don't think it's more or less of concern. I just think you have to be like that from the beginning.
You carry two energies. You're not gonna think that way. A woman who carries one energy, that's how she thinks.
Oh no, I'm 100% sure I carry both. Like I know that I've been told.
No, not that. The fact that most women only carry the one energy. What he's saying is like it's a more probability to happen with some other women than it happen with a woman like you.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like if I meet a woman,
you can understand and balance it out. The other one is like the balance is more dick in my mouth, and you like, all right, you see, I can't do this, bro. I'm out.
But if she came to you from the gate with that, like if you met her like that, and you was like, yeah, I'm into girls too, and that's how you started the relationship. Of course, that's going to be a norm to you. It just can't be something they spring in the middle, because now it's more or less like, okay.
And I feel like depending on the person, right?
Yeah.
They can take you saying you're into polygamy in many different ways, right? Many other males, multiple females, a mixture of both. I feel like naturally we kind of have this. Okay, relief, huh? I wasn't sure how, but I think we have this predisposed idea that it's either going to be something fully negative as a bunch of males or fully females versus this whole fantasy.
Society.
Like, yeah. So, like, when I tell people that I date both, I feel like in the beginning it's either, ooh, she's freaky, which is a huge interest, or it's, oh, shit, this bitch about to play me. So it's like, it's either or. But I feel like, I think some men take it as, like, example, if I'm dating, I'm dating, and whether I'm dating a man or a female, I'm still going to date other genders. It's not like, okay, let's say, for instance, I date you as a male. Doesn't mean every person I date now is going to be then female to then, like, comfort you in whatever that is. Like, I'm open to other things.
Does that mean you bring another male?
Possibility.
No. Granted, for the word of polygamy, is that possible? Yes. For the world of me, is that possible? No. Okay. And the reason is because a bitch
You're dominant. You're dominant.
Ain't no way I'm doing both of them niggas at the same time. I got shit to do. I'm tired.
Also, you're dominant too.
Fuck my shit up. Like
2 minutes, like
I don't want you to bother me.
It fucks with your
That's what I really wanted to make clear.
No, but that's a personal choice. Like, I would prefer,
like I said, specific.
Like, you use her coochie so mine can get saved for the week. Like, it's just there's different things that I'm looking for to resource myself.
Yo, I got something mad.
I have shit to do this week. Because it's a real that's what I'm saying.
I got something real sporadic I'm gonna say, and I really don't.
I've been holding my pee for 45 minutes. At this point, just say it.
Just say it.
I think I don't know. I kind of did a little research. Somebody could have been like talking out of their ass a little bit, like, because it's not confirmed entirely. But someone said that men die a little bit more when they like monogamy relationships.
What?
Yeah.
They die what, earlier, younger?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
don't know.
I'm
a man.
There's not. But here's the thing: there's not enough polygamous relationships in this country to equalize or to do the right numbers.
Let's be clear.
You know what I mean?
Can we say there's more females than males?
Yeah.
If we do
right? But it is though.
Opportunity for it, right?
No, it definitely is.
I just think it's gonna really come down to, like she said, like, if I'm not available to him and I hear him killing something in the bedroom and I'm not in there to offer anything, it bothers some people. She's mature enough to just probably take the loss, right? That's part of her.
Honestly, you taking that, you chumming up that shit as an L. Yeah, but I'm also petty. I waited for her to get on her period and fuck that nigga right next to her too while she slept.
While she's sleeping, she go in the couch.
Oh no, she woke. No, we talked about it the next day. She said, "I can't believe you did that." I said, "That's how I felt last week."
Yep, it is. It is.
And no, but the joke is that's how you learn and have real conversation. Because the truth is, I felt away, didn't know how to articulate it, just stayed quiet, was pissed. But my male partner, knew me well enough to know there was a distance even during. So it was an emotional issue that I was going through, and it was a physical thing he was physically in, right? But I'm not gonna say, yo, pull your dick out and just hold me until I fall asleep and then go fuck it when I woke. Like, you know, it's not one of those things. But you realize that you're not gonna always get your partner how you want your partner.
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been like, all right, look, shorty, you gotta relax. I gotta hold her. Just give me head while I hold her. We're going to sleep, baby. Come on.
No, I don't
know about that.
No,
like I'm after that. That's. I can't.
Oh man.
Like, honey,
I'm never gonna hold you. But like,
that's a fact.
I go
right back, baby. Look, you mean?
No, but like my partner is very good with two partners. I'm not gonna hold you. He just like I've dated other men.
He knows how to balance.
He's great. Like nigga.
He's considerate. Like if you're in the bedroom, he's not gonna bring it to the bedroom.
No. He's like, I don't know. He's learned to like comfort everybody on some group family vibe. Like,
I got this.
Yeah, I got this.
Like no one feels left out, and this is in dinner. That's in household. That's in everything, and that's just this is his nature. Like that's who he is. Like this works for him.
He was built for this polygamy shit.
Not everybody is, and people say that they want to, and it sounds good.
Some people,
but it's honestly a lot of work. Like it's generally a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like I catch a mood swing, then she catch one later. You dealt with 2 mood swings and 2 different people, and you ain't did shit.
Yeah,
what it sounds like to me is he has a lot of patience.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm with Shay.
Not easily angered.
Like I gotta take a piss.
Huh?
What?
Huh? I've had to pee for 45 minutes. Nobody cared.
No, we kept talking.
I was waiting to be escorted to the bathroom.
Listen, this is realistic, man.
No, don't get up. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? All right, so if y'all got any more questions following up on this polygamous conversation,
agree.
Hit every single person up here, but particularly Shay got more information on this than the rest of us.
She's about that life.
But hit the pod. So we're gonna hit the podcast, Instagram or Facebook. Each of our Instagrams and Facebook will be separate, but we would advise that you just go to the podcast. We need as much likes, as much views, subscribes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Subscribe, share.
Please share.
Absolutely.
If you have any questions, again, holler at us. See y'all motherfuckers next time.
Absolutely.
Views from the East.
Play with words like Sesame. I said you can play with words like Sesame Street. That's big birds, big words. What's the problem? With you shit hers, I come through. Big ass toilet bowls when I shit turds. Motherfucker, what you mean? How you feasting? When I seen you at that table, you barely eating. Niggas gave you a small plate. Told you go run off. Hit him in his dome until his skull about to run off. Damn. Who you talking to? Like, what's the point of that? If they ain't got no strap, where would you point it at? I don't understand what's the problem. Who want that Bernie Mac? You can get put in that casket by that Bernie Mac. You understand my English?